That is why the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission specially made this day for the youth. I welcome all the youth today to the National Diaspora Day Celebrations 2025. Today's event is going to be awesome, going to be amazing. The size of our program will start at 10:35 or 10, and with the national anthem, and a youth yesterday stunned the audience with the Diaspora National Anthem. We're going to have that youth today sing that anthem for us. It's amazing. The young man is just, I think, 15 years that composed that anthem yesterday. Let's give him a round of applause. So we have information for the youth. The information is on the screen. All the students, all the youth here present, do well to register for ACO STEM follow-up. It's very important. We're going to follow you up. Do register as a participant in this summit. Do register. This information is on the screen. Please do well to register, please. We are starting in earnest. So, in the next 5 minutes, we're going to start. We have the chairman, chief executive officer here present in the person of Honorable Dr. Abike Dabri Erewa, ON. She's here. She's the chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. She's making welcome to you. Very dynamic woman, very, very hardworking. I wonder when she sleeps. For me, she does not sleep. She doesn't sleep. And because she does not sleep, she has made us not to sleep. Yes, I can testify to you, Mama Diaspora, I did not sleep because you did not sleep. You say, she said she slept. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Yes, the person just whispering to me is Mr. Kombi. Can you come, please? He is the chairman, LOC, Local Organizing Committee, Mr. Abiodun Akombi. Very dynamic young man. I call him a young man because my namesake is Gabriel. I'm Gabriel, so he's following my footsteps very well. You're working very well. Thank you. Thank you. So, all the coordinators of the schools here present, you come upstage at the front row. All the coordinators of the schools here, please come to the front row of the sitting arrangement. Come to the front row. All the coordinators of the schools here present, come to the front row. The front row. Thank you. Okay, music while we start in 5 minutes.
Dance to, and I'm feeling funky, cause I'm with a couple million lucky. Money make the work go round. You know to me I want more. A little my jet, how much? But they make it long so. Make it. I'm gonna party like 99. Leave on my dress in the Make it. I'm gonna party like 99. Leave on my dress in the 99. party like 99. Leave on my dress, be 99.
Party like 99, 1942. Party animal, party. Party like 99, baby, 1942. I give her one time, run it back. I'm all looking when I hit it from the back. She go crazy, give me love right back. Some come like this, make it do look good. Me have to pass it, 99. I don't go lie, I want the night card. I don't go lie, I want the night card. We're going to New England, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Then get come on, baby, Papa. Come on, Uchan, come on, Uchi, Moto, Star, my picture, Pepe, Pepe, something like that.
I'm gonna party like 99. Leave on my dress and be 99. I'm gonna party like 99. Leave on my dress and be 99.
Well up, baby, come on, me no offer. Need no answer. Body only saying to me, hola. Hello, my darling, nice to meet ya. Keep on coming, no don't stop. Follow me, near with the leader. I don't do this for banter, I do this for real. I don't chill, I move in. If I slide, you side, you might spin. I done deal. Who go ask about me, I'm there. I don't care about them. I complete it on a mission. I say what I say.
Let's go!
Some material may be inappropriate for children under 15.
Wait, hold on.
Abona malanga bangena bangivima ngisakwazi nokubheka nasemehlweni overstay my welcome, but I go chop fully so. Even my mama join them, my grandma join, but my shima comes first. Round and round, come to me now instead. Look at those, all of them are so yeah, Odo give me money, make I won't person. I know they carry kid, we don't like shopping. Gucci, Fendi, Versace, Nike, she can't be spotted. She don't want this whatever key. But she didn't really like her. Calamantus, press her quickly. The whole of the one, they might building. When we shut the door, they want beg me, food and school fees. Some of them go use the money, can't put below. Life is sweet, is born. Every day now, we got shame food, the call. I got on top, visitor. Overstay my welcome, but I go chop fully so. Shake it, chop fully so. Bastard.
Oh, yo, yeah, yeah. You know my killer way they stay for Obodo, Yibo. Steady the charge for dollars. Oh, yo, yeah, yeah. The one for yeah, no, they yeah, what do. Samantha self in the lane walk. Sexy girls, they can't go. If you know be Gucci, my brother, say shit, I deserve that. So no more brother.
Thank you very much, multimedia. We are starting right away. First, we have to recognize a few persons here. We start with our chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabri-Arewa. She's here as early as possible. Thank you, Ma, for coming. A round of applause for her. We have Engineer Alfred Okoigun, CGMD ACO Group. Yesterday, he delivered a very important speech for us. I will urge you to get that speech. It's very important for the youth. Sir, you're welcome. Give him a round of applause. Our lead sponsor, lead partners. We also have my very good friend here today, the former Comptroller General of Immigration, in the person of Muhammad Babandide. Sir, you're welcome. CG Immigration, very hardworking man. Okay, while we wait for the Minister of Youth Development, I want to quickly invite our prodigy, dancing prodigy, the Cleopatra Vegas is going to stun this stage today. She did that yesterday in the evening, so she will soon join us here. If she's ready, she can come right away as we start. So Cleopatra, are you there? Okay, I can see Cleopatra working down the aisles. She's coming. She's accompanied by her mother, Dr. Crystal Chanchangi. That is the mother to Cleopatra. Vargas, sir, you're welcome. Yes, you can sit at the front row. Just come this way and say hi to the chairman, chief executive officer, Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission. Up this way. Give her a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cleopatra Vegas is a global model, actor, and entertainer. She's just more than that. She's awesome. She's extraordinary. She's not just that. She embodies a lot more. Entertainer, actor, and lots more. She's even an author. I remember she's an author too. So that is Cleopatra for you. Enjoy as it lasts.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. How you guys doing today? You guys are gonna love my performance, okay?
Thank you. A very good one now. A good round of applause. That is Cleopatra Vega.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, Zobu, reigning by reign. Toya dike, Nenu dike, Toya dike, Nenu dike, Iye Jamara dike, Rueni, Ekwe Chenchigo, Iye Jamara dike, Rueni, Ekwe Dagarigo, Omo never say.
Another round of applause for Cleopatra Vegas. Do you know what? She is just 9 years old, visiting Nigeria. Just 9 years old, visiting Nigeria for the first time. And she's dancing Igbo music like this. Is she not awesome? She has 20 million followers. She's an actor, author, entertainer, and lots more. Global personality. Thank you, Vegas. Thank you, Cleopatra. And thank you, Dr. Krista Chenchengi. So, we are live on Channels Television right away. We're going to start. Before we do that, I quickly recognize the Vice Chancellor, University of Abuja, here represented by Dr. Jimoh Yusuf. Doctor, you are welcome. We also recognize Professor Rahman Bello, ex-Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, and President, Nigeria Academics of Engineering. Once a VC, always a VC. And I called my friend before, I now call him again, CG Mohammed Babandede, member, Board, AKU. Saya, welcome. Thank you. Let's be upstanding for the national anthem. Thank you. Let's keep standing for the Diaspora Anthem.
Against the lands, we shine our light. Nigerians abroad with hearts full of might. We carry our roots wherever we roam. Our culture and pride forever our home. Nigerians in diaspora, we're strong and we're bold. Our spirit unbroken, our hearts made of gold. We rise above borders, our love for Nigeria stays in our hearts, our homeland, every single day. From America to Europe, to Asia and more, we spread our wings, but our roots we adore. We work hard, we strive, we make our mark. Nigeria's pride, in every step we embark. Nigerians in diaspora, we're strong and we're bold. Our spirit unbroken, our hearts made of gold. We rise above borders, our love for Nigeria stays in our hearts, our homeland, every single day. We'll contribute our skills, our knowledge and mind, to build a brighter future for Nigeria's light. We'll stay connected through thick and thin. NIDCOM, the bridge between diaspora and home. Nigerians in diaspora, we're strong and we're bold. Our spirit unbroken, our hearts made of gold. We rise above borders, our love for Nigeria stays in our hearts, our homeland, every single day.
Thank you very much. That was the Diaspora Anthem. Please, this event is being streamed live and it's on live television. So those of you that come upstage to video, please kindly keep off. It's interrupting a lot of proceedings. I've just been told. Meanwhile, let's recognize very quickly ACO Team Redeemers Private School is here, who says Zone 2. We have Knox 100 School, Kuje is here. STEM Child School, Abuja is here. Alno Academy is here. Not Forgotten School is also here. Certain American Philomad University is here. AfriHub Institute is here. Veristas University is here. University of Abuja, National Youth Service Corps NYSC. Thank you. We have 12 schools here. Thank you. At this point, I have the singular honor and privilege to invite to the podium the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabri Erewa, OON. Give her a resounding applause. She's undaunted, resilient, hardworking, and never tiring. Ma, you're welcome.
Good morning. Let's just have a resounding applause for all the youth in the room. I'm so excited to see all of you. But let me start by thanking the sponsor of this Youth Summit this year. This is our second year. And when Mr. Kombi, when this was initiated last year, was like, well, let's start something. We had just a few of you. Today we have almost about 500 of you in the room. Thank you to ARCO. You've been seen there. You better go on there. That, what do people call it now? Huh? Barcode. You see, I'm still archaic. That barcode and register for the ARCO STEM follow-up. Thank you so much for sponsoring this event. But I'll tell you, and I want to pay my respect and compliments to the former CG, my friend before, Mr. Babandede, one of the most wonderful CGs we ever had, and our brother from ARCO too. Good evening, sir. Secretary NIDCOM, Dr. Bassi, and to all our special guests. Miss Nigeria USA in the building. Our role model of, where's she, your wife? Where's she? The Lord Mayor of Leeds. I saw her somewhere. Okay. But you missed all that talk yesterday, boy. Get a bit more later. And say all of you, our schools here, our brother from IM, speakers are all here, Dr. Voke and all of you, Fene, everybody, you're most welcome. I think we're doing this because we feel that it's important to impact on the younger generation of Nigerians. And that's why the diaspora are saying, we want to mentor you, we want to support you, and see how whatever it is, the mentoring can achieve in your lives. And talking about that, I'll tell you a bit of a story about Mr. Koigun, which is a story that has to do with me. And I'm going to tell you about the importance of hard work, dedication, and passion to whatever you do. Well, I was a journalist in Nigerian television for 15 years. And as a reporter, all I did was do my job. I'm not going to wait after an assignment asking for, what are you giving me? You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to use all the words. But as a staff of NTA, and I thank NTA for the foundation they've given all of us that pass through them. I used to cover ARCO petrochemicals just as a young reporter. And I'll do my job and I go. But I realized that I did the job so well, they will request, look, they pay for the events. They will have an event and say, we want Abike Dabiri to cover that report. So I became like a permanent reporter for ARCO Petrochemicals, which was a young engineering company. So every report, I covered it. I covered my report, thank you very much. There were no mobile phones then. They commend you, another event, I'm there, early, prompt, I do my job and I go. Then there was this day that, welcome Crockstone, one of our sponsors, you're most welcome. So, as a journalist at NTA, I did my job very well and I'm proud of my job. So I was nominated to Harvard University as a reporter. That program was called Leaders in a Developing Economy and the role that everybody could play. Reporter, NTA News, to go to Harvard, nominated by now Bishop Kuka. He was Reverend Father Kuka then. And for you to be nominated, there's a criteria that they look through, or there are criteria that they look through. So I'm like, Harvard. And when I looked at the program, it was for prime ministers, ministers. I was a reporter. I'm like, but I was excited. I have to go. But for you to go, number one, you needed $10,000. And then you have to get your ticket. But I didn't want to miss it. So I don't remember. I went to another ACO event. Then I knocked on his door. And Mr. Koigu, I showed him the letter. I've been nominated to go to a program in Harvard. And he said, really? Wow. I'll sponsor you. He did not say, and listen very well, he did not say, oh, well, let me give you part of it. He said, listen, it's about education. It's about development. And it's about you going to Harvard. I will sponsor you. And I'm like, But he did. And today, I'm a proud product of Harvard University, Kennedy School of Government, leaders in the developing economy. And that propelled me to actually join politics. Because when I came back, there was a bit of, Harvard graduate, welcome. So I actually wasn't allowed to continue presenting Newsline. But between presenting Newsline and going to Harvard, I chose to go to Harvard. And when I came back, it started getting to me that somebody came to me. The first person was Mr. Dele Alake, who is now the minister for. So we were talking in his office. He said, Abike, you can contest. I said, me? No. Contest? Nigerian politicians are terrible. It's a dirty game. Then another person, then he kept coming to me, but Harvard had prepared me that there are things you can do. So I just got up, went to my constituency in Ikorodu, started asking questions. What do you people do here? Where's my ward? Then I started going for ward meetings. I went for ward meetings for 4 months. Don't forget that I wasn't doing much at the NTA. I was just doing one report, a good report, and I had time. So I started using that time to see what I could do. For 4 months, I was going to my ward in Ikorodu Federal Constituency. I was holding meetings. I was enjoying it. I was talking to grassroots, market women, artisans, the groundnut seller, the soft drink seller. So I started doing a program for the most consistent elderly woman. I just did things creative. Then I realized that it's something I wanted to do. And they were looking at me like, because I was a popular face on television. This woman, what is she looking for? Anyway, I now went to welcome the Minister of Youth, who has just walked in. A very dynamic minister, he was speaking to you. So I now, after 4 months, I went to our president today, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was the governor of Lagos State then and the leader of the party. I said, sir, I first went to his wife, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, Her Excellency, the First Lady. I told her I wanted to contest. She said, really? Let's go and meet Daddy. So we saw Asiwaju at the program in Ijebu-Ode. The First Lady held me, took me to Mr. Governor then on the high table and said, Abike Dabiri, NTA News, she wants to contest. And the now President, Governor then said, oh, really? He said, why don't you people wait for me? Let me get back home first now. That was how it started. Then I went home to see him, and I told him my intention. I said, we'll support people like you. We want women like you in politics. Do your work at the grassroots. I said, I've been doing that. So I said, don't stop. And they gave me all the support. And today, 15 years in the House of Representatives, 12 years in the House of Representatives, 15 years at NTA, 12 years as a parliamentarian. I became SSA to the President on Diaspora, and now Chairman Diaspora Commission. So I told you that story because I want you to learn from it. What are the messages I'm leaving you? Hard work pays. No matter what you do, you don't know who is watching. I didn't know that Mr. Cook, and I became a family friend to Mr. Alfred and his family, his wife Julie. His son is in the room. I'm going to put you on the spot because you're going to be speaking. Where are you? I know you're in the building, so don't run away. I became a friend of the family. Again, conduct yourself with dignity, respect, poise, and charisma. Believe in yourself. Yes, I was a journalist. Journalism is a decent profession. I conducted myself with decency, with character, with dignity, and I earned the respect I got. And by the time I needed help, He didn't even say, he said, I'll do it. So wherever you are, work very hard. You don't know where it's going to take you to. When I was doing stories at the grassroots, covering stories like Mary the Miracle Baby, which took me 8 years, we'll wake up at 5 a.m. I'll call cameraman, driver, we'll all go. Without even I'll use my money to fuel the vehicle sometimes, because you don't have to wait. And we did stories, and by the grace of God, it earned me a lot of, respect and admiration. And so today, I'm telling you that number 2 is the fact that you must believe in yourselves. Nobody will stop you but yourselves. You're going to hear your role models. You're going to hear people speak to you today. They will share their stories. Don't let anybody bring you down. The only person that can bring you down is yourself. And don't let anybody do that to you. You're doing things that are criticizing you. Believe in what you're doing and go ahead and do it. When we started this diaspora, they would tell me, why are you celebrating Nigerians in diaspora? If they didn't go to diaspora, will you celebrate? There was a lot of criticism, but I didn't listen. Because I could see human capital development. I could see that this is an untapped gold mine. And today, we're having these big conversations with the diaspora. It's been tough. Is life easy? No, it's not easy. Was it easy to be in parliament? No. Is it easy to be a woman where I am today? No. There are many challenges. Sometimes you want to break down. Sometimes you want to give up. But don't. If you believe in yourself and what you're doing, then have faith in the Almighty God. When you do the right things, don't try to bring anybody down. Do the right things. Be focused on what you're doing. Ignore the naysayers. Just leave them aside. They don't wish you well anyway. You are what they want to be, and they cannot be. So don't listen to them. And then, most importantly, be focused on what you do. And when you are focused on what you do it, like I said, with dignity, with passion. And as you go into the world for your professions, do what you enjoy doing. Don't do what I'm doing because I'm Abike. There can never be another Abike Dabiri. And there can never be another you. And as a woman, for the women in the hall, I demand for equity, not equality. Equity, fairness, justice. I'm not a man and I don't want to be a man. I'm not equal. We are not equal. These 2 fingers are not equal. But I don't want you to look down on me because of my sex. Look at me as to what I can do. And as you go out there, add value to anything you do. When I was in parliament, my first 4 years, I was opposition, but I was chairman, House Committee on Media and Public Affairs under the speaker then, Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari, who became governor of Katsina State. I was in AD. He was in PDP. How can opposition be spokesperson? But he made me the spokesperson. And he said, you know what? They came to him, remove her, remove her. He said, no, I'm not removing her. Give me somebody better than her. I added value. And because I was adding value, I was there for 4 years. And then when I came back, second term, Speaker Dibeji Banquet set up Committee on Diaspora. People were saying, rubbish committee, useless committee. I said, it's okay. Let's see what we can achieve from it. Today, diaspora affairs are on the front burner everywhere in the world. So today, as you all sit in the hall, I want you to take away lessons from the amazing people that will be speaking to you today. I want to take lessons from Mr. Alfred Okoyegun's story, a story that is very compelling. He rose also through hard work and dedication. And then humility is a virtue. Humility, let it be your key word. I know that Nigerians will like that thing, but be humble in everything you do. Look at people. Look at even the president. Look at his wife. Look at Mr. Okoyegun. Look at our minister, Crockstone. All of you, Miss Nigeria, Feni, all of you. Humility is very key. And you can see that someone like Mr. Okoyegun is one of the richest Nigerians, but he doesn't have a chip on his shoulders. And the same thing with his family. And then you need family support. Whatever you do, you need the backing of your family. So as you grow, hold to your family, hold to your God, hold to your conscience, and most importantly, hold to your dreams and passion and aspirations. And know that you can achieve what you want to do and be who you want to be. So on that note, I want to welcome you to the Youth Summit. Thank the organizers, Chairman LOC, Dr. Bassi, all members of the Diaspora Commission, and we end with this inspirational song. I hope you're not too old to know it. I'm not old to know it. Nas, I know I can be what I want to be. Okay, stand up and let me hear you. Who is going to lead us? No, sorry, the children, not you. Oh yeah, who knows the song that's coming on stage? Two of you. Oh yeah, come. Let's inspire one another. Clap for her, she comes. Unfortunately, we didn't prepare for it, so we don't have a backup. Where is the national anthem composer? I want a male and a female. I told you, believe in yourselves, come up with courage and confidence in anything you want to do in life. Clap for them. Are you from the same school? Is it from your school? Yes. What school is that?
Knox.
Okay, Knox. Yes, so she will lead us. Where's your contemporary? See him walking with swag. Bobo. All right. See Mr. President in the making. And Madam, what do you want to do? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as we attend this diaspora, all of you youth, please stand up and let's do this together. Okay, so go. I know I can.
I know I can
be what I want to be. Be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, if I work hard at it,
I'll be what I want to be.
I'll be what I want to be.
I know I can.
I know I can.
Be what I want to be.
Be what I want to be.
If I work hard at it,
if I work hard at it,
I'll be what I want to be.
I'll be what I want to be.
Thank you.
So you all be what you want to be and achieve everything in life. And when we see you in a few years' time, you go to Mr. Ikogu, you come to us and say, you know what? I'm what I want to be. I am. Who knows? And you are. Want to be?
Yes. I'm what I want to be. I want to be an artificial intelligence engineer.
You see why he's here? Artificial intelligence guru. And you?
Aeronautic engineer.
Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Give them a resounding applause. Give them a resounding applause. Yes, the takeaway there is, for you, the youth, hard work pays. Hard work pays. Be diligent, be humble, and be honest. Hard work pays. Thank you very much. We acknowledge and welcome the Honorable Minister of Youth Development, Mr. Ayodele Olawande. Sir, you're welcome. Thank you. We also have representative from Bonny Island. You're welcome. Okay, we also have our sponsors around. One of the schools that we acknowledge also is Zagco Youth Pitching Program. It's not a school, it's also here for NDIS. We recognize you are welcome. So, next to speak is, for goodwill message, the Vice Chancellor, University of Abuja, is here represented by Dr. Jimoh Musa Yusuf. Sir, you're welcome.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria in absentia, Your Excellencies, the Honorable Minister of Youth, Your Excellency, Honorable Chairman, CEO, Nigerian Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiru Erewa OON, all the representative of Nigerians in diaspora, dear Nigerian youth, students, and the youth corps members, esteemed speakers, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to stand here on behalf of my Vice Chancellor, who is unavailably here because of another assignment. So I will be delivering this speech. The voice is mine, but the content is owned by the Vice Chancellor. It is an honor to stand before you to extend my warm greetings to all the participants seated at the 25th Nigerians in Diaspora Commission Youth Empowerment Summit. This gathering represents a significant milestone in our collective pursuit of empowering the next generation of Nigerian leaders. As we convene to discuss, learn, innovate, and network, I wish to emphasize the importance of harnessing the potentials of our youth in the context of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission's efforts to empower Nigerian young persons, home and abroad, are commendable. The summit will no doubt provide a vital platform for knowledge sharing among our youth and skill development. It will also create the opportunity to network and for mentorship. At the end of the day, our youth will be inspired innovatively, and we're going to promote entrepreneurship. And lastly, I'm sure it's going to be an opportunity for leadership development and civic engagement among our youth. I believe that empowering Nigerian youth is crucial not only for driving economic growth and development, promoting peace, stability, and security. It will as well foster global citizenship and diaspora engagement across different sectors. Let me acknowledge the commitment of the Chairman, CEO of Nigerian Diaspora Commission, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri-Erewa, OON, and your entire team for your wisdom work in youth development. They are all about empowering Nigerian youth through innovation, technology, and education. The Commission's partnership with the relevant stakeholders and members of the Nigerian society, particularly the Nigerians in diaspora, to equip youth, young people with the skills needed to thrive in the ever-evolving technological landscape are not only inspiring, but revolutionary because of the initiative ability to tackle youth empowerment, unemployment, and as well as stimulating economic growth. The ongoing Youth Empowerment Summit is another manifestation of your strive towards youth emancipation from poverty to prosperity. We're recognizing, acknowledging, and celebrating over 20 million Nigerians in diaspora who have contributed immensely to national development. I want to say at this junction that the University of Abuja is resolved to be a formidable partner with the Commission in your journey to uplifting the nation and advancing the Nigerian youth. Today, I am proud to note that our university, can we have University of Abuja students stand up, another representative? We have over 100 delegates from University of Abuja. Can you see that? Thank you. A round of applause for them. I am proud to note that, and joining their peers to discuss, learn, and innovate. The university is ready to committed a partner with the Commission in the area of research, training, and capacity building, internship, as well as projects and interventions. To the entire Nigerian youth, here and beyond, My dear students and staff of the university and every other young members, I am overwhelming with joy and pride to stand before you. You should consider yourself lucky to be the privileged few to be part of this historic international event out of 120 million Nigerian youth out there. This is a clarion call to all of you. This is your moment to shine. You have been brought to be part of this global community that is making wave, breaking barriers. You are today leaders, innovators, game changers. You are a leader today for tomorrow. I want to say that you should take advantage of this program to connect, inspiring individuals, gain new insights, and build meaningful relationships. Believe in yourself, your ability, and potential. You are capable of achieving greatness. Stay focused, stay driven, and keep pushing forward. The world is yours to conquer. Go out there and make Nigeria proud. Keep shining, Nigerian youths. Whilst strongly commending the efforts of the organizers of this great event, under the leadership of the chairman of NIDCOM, for creating this opportunity to discuss, learn, and network for the advancement of our great nation through youth advancement. I pray for a better Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you, representative of the University of Abuja. We now invite our lead partners, First Bank of Nigeria, to give us a short goodwill message. We also invite First Tricon Limited to join him and Crockstone. These are the ones who could have goodwill messages, very brief. First will come First Bank. Is First Bank present? Okay. While we wait for the First Bank to come, please, First Tricon Limited, please do well to stand by. And Crockstone, please. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for having me. Apologies, I literally just walked in through the hall. Okay, so my name is Abimbola Meshui, and I'm representing the MD for First Bank. He's asked me to read this goodwill message to you all. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of First Bank of Nigeria Limited, we are deeply honored to extend warm felicitations to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the President of the State, and all other dignitaries in the House, and most especially Dr. Abike Dabiri Erewa, Chairman and CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. I also recognize with esteem all honorable ministers, distinguished senators, honorable members of the House of Representatives, captains of industry, esteemed members of the diplomatic corps. We are once again privileged to partner with the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, for the 7th edition of the National Diaspora Day and the National Diaspora Merit Awards under the compelling theme, Optimizing Formidable Diaspora Potentials for National Development and Growth. The theme speaks not only to possibilities, but to urgency. With over 17 million Nigerians in the diaspora, our nation is gifted with a formidable community of professionals, entrepreneurs, scholars, investors, and innovators who continue to distinguish themselves in diverse sectors across the globe, from science to technology, from finance to the creative industries, and from medicine to policy and diplomacy. The Nigerian diaspora has become an essential force in our national development journey, contributing over $20 billion in annual remittances and playing a pivotal role in enhancing our international reputation and deepening social economic ties with other nations. But beyond remittances, the diaspora represents a wellspring of knowledge, values, investments, and goodwill that, if optimally harnessed, can fast-track our path to inclusive growth and global competitiveness. At First Bank, our belief in this potential is deeply rooted. For over 131 years, we have stood as a pillar of trust, resilience, and innovation, enabling progress for individuals and businesses across borders. Through our bespoke diaspora banking solutions, we ensure that Nigerians abroad remain closely connected to home, from multi-currency accounts and seamless digital platforms to advisory support and investment facilitation. We are committed to making home accessible wherever our people may be. We understand for the diaspora to fully contribute to nation building, there must be credible institutions, efficient infrastructure, financial inclusion, and a sustainable ecosystem of trust and opportunity. This is why First Bank continues to invest in different platforms that empower Nigerians globally, including support for diaspora bonds, knowledge transfer initiatives, youth mentorship, schemes, and capital inflows targeted at critical sectors like infrastructure, energy, health, agriculture, and education. Our partnership with NIDCOM is a reflection of our shared vision, one where national development is both homegrown and globally inspired. As we commend the outstanding honorees of the 2025 Merit Awards, we're reminded that the impact of the diaspora is not in distance, but in influence, not in where you reside, but in what you return. It is in ideas, in values, in enterprise, and in enduring love for the country. Let us once again commend the leadership of NIDCOM for their commitment to connecting the global Nigerian family to the national transformation agenda. And to our diaspora community, we say thank you for lifting the Nigerian flag with dignity, brilliance, and courage in countries far and near. You are a vital part of our nation's future, and we at First Bank remain your proud partner on this journey of shared prosperity. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Crosstone. Do we have Crosstone here? Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you. Let me begin by saluting the unrelenting leadership and patriotic vision of Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri, the Chairman CEO of the Nigerian Diaspora Commission. Her brilliance, empathy, passion, and advocacy have become a global reference for diaspora engagement. Under her able leadership, NIDCOM has become more than a commission. It has become a bridge between dreams and destiny for the diaspora and the motherland. Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri, we salute you and we thank you. You're an icon. May posterity be kind to you for all that you do. May Nigeria happen to you in an exemplary way, just as it did to many Nigerians who are championing great causes across the globe. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please indulge me with a few biblical quotes that define us as Nigerians. You're the light of the world, therefore shine. Nigeria needs your light now more than ever. Don't deny us the benefits of your powerful existence. The world is waiting and watching out for true Nigerians, and that's who you are, home and abroad. The city set upon the hill cannot be hidden. Find the right location, vocation, and occasion for your expression. There is more to you than you realize. The Nigerian gene that you carry is the best in the world. See, now is the accepted time. Now is the time to get down to brass tacks. Building the Nigeria of our dreams Enough of talking, enough of complaining, enough of criticizing. Talk is not only cheap, talk cheapens. So talk less and do more. Realize that a new Nigeria is here. Irrespective of your location, home or abroad, get down on it. They that observe lying vanities forsake their own mercy, and he that observe the winds shall not sow, and they that regard the winds, the clouds, shall not reap. Take your eyes off of the negative news about Nigeria. Focus on the positives. It is the dawn of a new era for Nigeria. Be a vital part of it, so you are not left behind. If you join us, it will happen. If you do not, it will still happen. But it is better that you join us. While it is a fact that many things are not on course yet, we must acknowledge, appreciate, and celebrate the efforts being put in place by our government, private organizations, and individuals, home and abroad, to make things work. The foundation for a greater Nigeria is indeed being laid, and we are honored to be a part of it. Join us to build. Don't be a part of those that see no good in the nation, its government and governance. Those that are major in tearing things down, either in words or deeds. Join forces with the builders of our nation. Time is running out on the naysayers. We at Crockstone are builders of Formidable Nigeria. Our iconic high-rises all over Lagos are edifices that speak to our faith in a Nigeria that stands tall in the Committee of Nations. We believe in a Nigeria that is in all ramification the giant of Africa. Hence, Crockstone is gearing up to build the tallest towers in Africa and some of the most visited and biggest leisure and tourist destinations in the world. Nigeria is the next global giant. A special appeal to our ogas at the top. While we are thanking you for the many bold transformative initiatives that you have put in place to rescue Nigeria from the brink of collapse, please sustain and double down on these efforts to keep the economy stable. A stable economy is the bedrock of sustainable development. We believe in you, sirs and madams. We believe in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. I close this solidarity message by singing the evergreen song of the legendary Chief Commander Ebenezer Obey. Which way you go, so not make Nigeria better, on one condition, that you're ready to work together to save Nigeria. Thank you. God bless.
Give him another round of applause. That was a good concluding song. Okay, it's my pleasure to welcome the Honorable Minister of Youth Development, Mr. Ayodele Olawande. Sir, you're welcome, and we urge you to the stage. Give him a round of applause. You can sing with a lot of energy. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, my fellow young people of this country. That part of us are here representing, let me say, a big kudos. I want to stand on protocols, all protocols actually. But before doing that, I will use her again because she's our mother. A lot of people may not know her, and I think when I was coming in, I'm sorry that I'm late. I was looking forward for the dinner. I was in the stadium, so I need to rush down. I'm sorry, ma. That's not my style, ma. Let me use her, our mother, some people's sister, some people auntie, and all that. I'm a proper Yoruba man, so I don't like calling my header's name, but permit me to call her name today. And that is our own mother, Honorable Abike Dabiri. A lot of people will not know how she is shaping the life of the young people in the diaspora. I met with a lot of young people that discuss about her on a daily basis. And there's nothing we can give you, ma, to say thank you very much. She said a lot of things. I have a lot that I've prepared, no matter how small it is, but I'm so inspired by what she was saying, I was now asking myself, should I drop the speech and even talk to the Nigerian youth about my life? So that a large numbers of us will pick from the importance of what she has said. I'll still do that. I'll go by then, but I'll just put it very smart. And Ma, don't come here because she has given me 10 minutes. I would like to appreciate again our sister, dear sister, our mother, that worked with a team of Nigerian in Diaspora Commission to put this forward. Your commitment to engaging Nigerian youths again and again in the diaspora for the meaningful national building is highly commendable. This summit is timely and commended, especially because it expands the critical conversation around the youth development and empowerment and participation. As I always said, whatever initiative we are implementing as a government must carry along the millions talented and patriotic Nigerian youth in the diaspora. The Federal Ministry of Youth Development is grateful for the support and the partnership of this commission for creating an engagement platform always for the Nigerian youth in diaspora. This participation event further established how brief the youth, young people of this country can benefit from the drives of a development. In lines with the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration of the Renew Hope agenda, the Ministry of Youth has rolled out a series of empowerment initiatives to improve the life of the youth in this country. So, this includes the Nigerian Youth Academy, which even if you're in diaspora, you can get in touch with this. It's online. We call it Nigerian Youth Academy. And it's also in 4 categories: that the near gig, the startups, the learning, and the near community. We said the 3 components of the Ministry of Youth Development now is 3: to support, to empower, and to protect the young people. In line with this, as the first time in the history of this country, we have a Nigerian Youth Helpdesk, whereby you don't need to abuse the country on social platforms anymore as a young people. Just contact this helpdesk. We want to bring the government closer to the youth. And what we are saying is that we want the young people of this country to feel the government, to see the government, and to touch the government. As part of our initiative also, we have a digital literacy in partnership with NIDCOM, and we also have the Youth Data Protection Awareness and Training Program that we just launched yesterday. Among others initiatives, like I said, that was designed to support, empower, and when I said empower in human capital building, exactly like what she is doing now. And we employ all agencies, parastatals within the government, private sector driven, to look into this commission and how it's being projected to empower our youth productively. We are also improving in partnership with local and international organizations to create opportunity for internship, mentorship, startup incubations, and access to global market. As we celebrate this National Diaspora Day, I encourage our young people, both home and abroad, to continue to build and engage in shaping the more inclusive, prosperous Nigeria. Let me divert away from this speech a little bit, and let me speak to you heart to heart, because I see a lot of young Nigerians that are going to become president, minister. A lot of people don't look at my native and my cap. I'm very young. I'm a young man. I'm still my millennium. And if I can be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which the president has bestowed in us, and we are doing everything possible to do it differently than when it is being done. And I think for this, you can be whatever you want to become in future. What you need is what I'm taking back to you today. There is no work, quote me and find out, so that I'm not giving you myself as a motivational speaker, but I'm giving you what is obtainable. Because everybody have his way. Like she said, you can't be me. I am Ayo. A lot of people call me Ayo Wisdom. I am myself. Base it on the 3C: commitment, competence, and character. There is no work I've never engaged my life before. I was not part of those that have the opportunity to run on a silver spoon or silver shovel. I was run on public shovel, public spade, and all that. And I looked at it. There is no single work I've never engaged myself in life. In fact, whatever English I'm speaking now, standing in front of you, was being paid by myself. I sent myself to school. I did everything possible best to make sure that I have a living. Not that my parent does not have it, but I also need to think about my future myself, where I want to be and how I want to be, where I want to make it, does it make sense to me or not? And when people said they're struggling, hardship, I said, see, you can hold responsible whatever you want to make your life to be. I've been an undertaker before. I've worked in the mortuary before. I've worked as a laborer before. I've done everything, even within the range of I'm just 36 years old. And I said, dear youth, this country belongs to all of us. Nobody is going to come from anywhere to come and turn this country to whatever we want to turn it to. The passion, the commitment, the competence, the little character we should start exhibiting as a young person. Fine, we are millennial. Good, we are Gen Z. 3, we are Alpha Gen Z. But with the knowledge we are having, with the actual projection we are projecting to the people now, we need to come together as a young people. These mothers and fathers have done enough to build this country. As we are inside this place today, if people are not inside here, there is nothing to become a banquet hall. It is just a building. With time, it's going to collapse. But it's because we are here. That is why we call it Nigeria. God forbid, there is a war today that will not be called Nigeria anymore. But because you and I see ourselves as Nigeria, that is why we can stand to say Nigerian exists. I'm begging you, I'm using this opportunity again to plead to you that we can become whatever we want to become. We can turn Nigerian. I can see a lot of ministers at a younger age, and you can see how the president has been given opportunity. To this morning, I was still with Naseni. He's even still younger than me. And since 1999, we should give the kudos to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They said we have a lot of young people in the affairs of the government, but this is the first time we are having it in democratic elected government. A lot of things have been said, but I want you to take this back home again and again. Please and please, believe in this country. It is hard, no doubt. It is strong, no doubt. But a Rome is never built in a day. I'm telling you, Nigerian youth for the 40 years now have not been able to see the government. They have no touch of a government, and they have no feelings of a government. So we don't blame them. But now we are bringing the renewed hope down to your doorstep. We are telling you that we are competent. We have the president that thinks. Now we have a leader, not the ruler. I plead to you, let's start portraying Nigeria in a good shape. Once again, a big thanks to our mother for putting this together. It's a laudable initiative. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and God bless all the youths here and outside. Thank you, and God bless you.
Keep clapping for the youth minister. That was a very powerful speech. Please be wise. Listen carefully and do the right thing. Thank you very much. We have a keynote address by Engineer Alfred Okoyegun, GMD ACO Group. Sir, you're welcome to the stage. Give him a round of applause as he walks up to the stage for this keynote address. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning, the Honorable Minister who have just spoken, and our special host today, Ms. Abike Dabre Erewa, who is championing this event. And of course, I want to stand on the existing protocol. I had the opportunity to speak yesterday, and I'm now asking myself, what am I going to add? But again, I consider it a great honor to be with you at the Youth Empowerment Forum. This event is close to my heart because it focuses on something that truly matters. Our youth, the future of our nation. I want to thank NIDCOM for recognizing the importance of youth development by dedicating this platform to young people. You invest in the next generation of thinkers, builders, creators, and change makers. That's exactly what you are doing today. The United Nations defines youth as those between 15 and 24. And our national policy defines it as between 15 and 29. And the African Charter describes it as 15 to 35. Let me speak to you from a place of experience. Really, after listening to the chairman of NIDCOM and then the chancellor of University of Abuja, and then of course our honorable minister, I felt so excited that the country is doing something that we may not see the immediate value right now, but in years to come, we're going to see it. Let me speak to you from a place of experience. I've said, I was 15 years when I was given the opportunity. Then I was in the secondary school, Government College Uwele, and as one of the members of Geographical Society, an excursion was organized for us to visit Shell Petroleum Development Company. At that time, I think I was in Form 3, just about to decide what I want to do. I'm so happy. Some of you today are from the secondary school, some of you from the university, and of course, the corpus. That visit to Shell Petroleum Development Company changed my life, I will say, because at that age, when we went to Shell, a well-organized organization, and the way we were received and the person who took us through told us what it requires to come to Shell, to work in Shell. And at that time, they were encouraging young engineers, which today this youth empowerment is also focusing on in some areas, STEM. After that visit, I made up my mind I was going to read science subjects. so that I can be able to read engineering and be able to work in Shell or any of those organizations. So that was what I took away from that visit. So for you young ones today, you have the opportunity to be at the presidential villa, to be at this banquet hall. You must take something away from here. You also have in your midst our Nigerians in diaspora. And these are people who have been recognized globally. You are going to meet with them, have a chat with them. You must take something away. And that is why I really want to commend NIDCOM for this great job they are doing. Of course, something gave root to this. When I was at the Petroleum Training Institute, at our final year, some of us were selected to go for industrial attachments. You can imagine you are in a class and all of a sudden, or just from nowhere, you find your name on the notice board that you will be going to, in my case, to Italy, April 1977. There was no particular exam to say, but they were taking records of what we were doing. And based on that, we were selected in different areas. And at that time, we didn't have passports. We didn't even know what was visa. And they said, look, everything is under the federal government. And that was how some of us went to Italy for the very first time, and we saw what life was about in terms of civilization, in the real sense of it, because some of us were coming from the village. We have to be honest to ourselves. And that is why there is this connection with diaspora. They have been abroad, and they are seeing what is happening there. And if you bring part of that experience to Nigeria, and then now believe that Nigerians have right to quality life, you will see that there are so much opportunities for you in diaspora. And that is why we see people coming in, building hospitals, building factories. This is part of what they are bringing from that. And we, at home, we must learn from this. So I will just try and read what I put there, because the minister have challenged one to at least share from personal experience. So for this reason, I have mentioned all of that. And truly, you can really do greater things. You can do greater things. That you are in this villa today, this is enough to really open you up. That yes, as the minister said, you can be a president, you can be a minister, and you have engineers here. We have the Nigerian president, president of Nigerian Academy of Engineers. That is the peak of engineering in Nigeria. He is here with us, Bello. And of course, other distinguished personalities. So you must pick up something from among all of us today. When I founded ACO 45 years ago, then I was 25 years old, 25. So when the minister spoke, it's 36 years now, very good. Then, before you can become a minister, you have to be around 50s, 60s. But today, at 36, you're doing it, which is great. At that time, the goal was simple. Build a company that builds people. From facilitating overseas industrial training for students at the Petroleum Training Institute, which is an alma mater. Award for excellence. So when the Honorable Abike when Honorable Abike was speaking, he said we sponsor her program to Harvard University. The truth is, ACO, because of how we started, we've always believed in excellence. Just excellence. We don't really matter, for us it doesn't matter where it's coming from. But somehow, there has to be a link. When she said she got admission to go to Harvard, and we have also seen the great job she was doing, it didn't take time. We just got into it. But truly, I tell you, I didn't even remember that event until maybe recently she mentioned it. I did not. And that is the way we have come up over the years. We don't like to say the things we have done. It's not in us. But these days they talk of social responsibility, social plan is becoming, and when you see people, they say they are building a road, the signboard is bigger than the road. So, and meanwhile the road will never be constructed. So for that reason, it's not our culture. But sometimes we are glad talking about them now because we are talking of things we've done some 35 years ago, some 24 years ago. And as a matter of fact, Abike actually covered a program we had in the United Kingdom at the Dorchester Hotel when we honored 3 outstanding Nigerians at that time, 24 years ago. She covered that program. And some of these people are doing very well. For example, one of them, who was based in America, later came back to Nigeria, and he was made a minister of power. That is Professor Batnaji. And today, he has also built a power plant, geometric power plant in Aba, which we are told is one of the power plants that is working efficiently today in the country. So, ACO have started to recognize excellence in many ways. And also to say, in the area of sports, a young man came to us and said, look, we want to produce Nigerians that can bring gold to our country in sports, in athletics. The presentation was great. ACO decided to support. At least within 4 years of that is making of champions, that they were able to train a young girl who brought bronze from the Commonwealth nations to Nigeria. And this was about 5 years ago. This is the kind of thing we pride ourselves of in ACO. So when I see this program, NIDCOM, focusing on youth today, my mind goes back to when I started. And this youth, what you can possibly be able to do for this nation. So please take advantage of what this opportunity offers to you. Let me bring this message even closer home. Recently, Forbes listed 2 Nigerians, Adebayo Ogunlesi and Tope Awotona, among American wealthiest immigrants. Adebayo is a global figure in finance and infrastructure. Tope is the founder of Calendin, which is used by millions around the world. Their stories remind us that Nigerian excellence knows no boundary, and it starts with vision, values, and consistency. So you have it, you can do it. Another example is Volker, who will be receiving an award, I'm told. We actually nominated her. She left for the United States 20 years ago. Today, she has made a remarkable strides and recently received the United States President's Award for Excellence, Mathematics, and science teaching. She's here with us today, sponsored by ACU, to receive her award from NIDCOM. Her story proves that talent can blossom anywhere with the proper support. There are many more. Of course, I've talked about Professor Batnanji, and then together at that time was Dr. Ovaje, and then Professor Herenta Uku. These are people who are still doing great things in the world. You may find our passion is STEM, business, education, design, or building community impact. The path may vary, but what matters is that you commit to excellence, stay curious, and hold on to your integrity. So pursuing excellence, you have to be consistent. Drive it. At ACU, we always believe in giving people the opportunity to grow, not just in skill, but in purpose. And we are not alone in that belief. That is why it is so powerful to have our diasporans here with us today, sharing their journey, lessons, network. Their presence is a gift, and I encourage every young person here to tap into it. It's a gift to have these people. Imagine a young Nigerian recognized by the American president of America to an award for teaching mathematics, science, and a number of others like that, doing great things in the world. So I will now challenge the government. We must improve our infrastructure. The security must improve so that these people can feel free to come all the time. So please take this one to heart. To every young Nigerian here, hear this. The world is not waiting for you to be perfect. It is waiting for you to be prepared. Have a vision, but take action. Ask questions. Seek mentors, and the mentors are here. You can find them. Invest in yourself, and above all, serve something greater than just your ambition. You are not just the next generation, you are the now generation. You are the now generation. You are already shaping conversations, building solutions, and writing the next chapter of this country. Sorry. Let me leave you with this. If a young Nigerian could go on an excursion, dream a dream, work hard, start a company that is now 45 years in age, and by the grace of God, the new generations, they're also coming up, taking it to another level. So you yourself can do it, and you can do it better. This is the message. So please take it. Well, I know that some of the students here today, we're going to be honoring them, going to be giving them some awards, computers, and laptops, notebook pens, and few other things like that. For us, it's part of what we do, at least to support the growth, and we encourage competition all the time. So there are processes with which some of these people were selected, and I think that will come at a later stage of this program. Thank you all very much.
That was a wonderful speech. Give him a round of applause. Keynote address by Engineer Alfred Okogun, GMD ACU Group. Well done, sir, for taking charge of the youth. Hard work pays. That has been the message. Okay, next is Youth Empowerment Summit Diaspora Champions. Diaspora Champions. We have the moderator for this session. We have Honorable Bobby Diggy Olisa, Canvas Institute, New York, United States. Bobby Olisa, come over. We also, and you're in charge of this session, come and moderate and get all participants up here. Bobby, good to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you. Please give the speaker another round of applause that just left here. Considering time and factors, I will stick to what I wrote and outlined. My name is Bobby Digio Lisa. I'm the executive director of Canvas Institute, a New York-based organization that has just opened up an office in Nigeria. Allow me to stand also on all existing protocols. I want to acknowledge all of our dignitaries who are here, those who have spoken before us, and especially someone who's become like an auntie, a mother, a second mother, Honorable Abike Dabiri Arewa. I also have to acknowledge my mom, who's actually in the building, Hajia Habiba, in the back over there. Okay. So good afternoon, my brothers, sisters of Nigerians in the diaspora, distinguished guests, and our visionary youth. Before I begin, allow me to check in, not just with myself, but with you. I want to invite everyone to take a deep breath and now quietly ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Truly, how are you feeling right now? And not just on the outside, but deep inside. Name your emotions is an act of strength. Self-awareness is the beginning of self-mastery. It's an incredible honor to stand before you at this 7th annual Diaspora Day celebration and the 2nd Youth Empowerment Summit. As a proud son of Nigeria and a champion of our global community, it really warms my heart to be here. And as someone who has done youth empowerment summits in New York for next year will be our 20th year, and we've empowered over 25,000 youth in New York City and beyond. I would also like to acknowledge one of my guests. I invited about 13 Americans down, the dancers who were here yesterday, and also a dear friend of mine and colleague who is a superintendent in New York, Dr. Paulton. He's here from New York as well. He's the superintendent of 73 schools and over 50,000 students, amazingly. I want to extend deep gratitude to NIDCOM and the tireless Honorable Abike Dabiri, who continues to weave the fabric that connects Nigerians across the continent. And if I may take a personal moment, well, I've already acknowledged her, to have witnessed this moment and this call to purpose reminds me we are all someone's son, daughter, brother, sister, and the family is our community. To the youth that are here, high school and college students, and the youth corpers, I speak directly to you now. You're not waiting for the future, you're shaping it right now. But to do that, you must understand not just where you're going, but what lies beneath the surface. And in order for you to understand that, you must take actions and in your figure out your habits and your choices. So one of the tools that I want to share with you, which I learned at MIT as a certified master practitioner, is called the iceberg. So when you think about the iceberg is almost like a pyramid, right? At the top of the iceberg is what we see. Now this is behaviors, news, and outcomes. But underneath, there are patterns and structures and beliefs. Many inherited many broken, and that silently shape our world. And underneath, if you want to change what's happening on the surface, yes, please. Okay. So if you want to change what's happening on the surface, we must first understand what is happening beneath it. So I challenge each of you to figure what patterns you're living in and what systems you're a part of, or how you can help to redesign them. And with that said, I want to bring up our panelists and prepare them. So the first panelist that I'll have come up is Professor Fini Osakwe, cybersecurity expert from the UK. So I just want to let everyone know that each panelist has 5 minutes. All right. And our next panelist is Fumilayo Ajala, Youth Advisor from Netherlands and the Consulate Office, Lagos. Fumilayo Ajala? Oh, she said? Okay. Miss Voke Oge, STEM USA. Alex Arturo, Nigeria, NCFRMI. I'm not sure what those acronyms mean, but give him a round of applause, please. And Migration Experience, Pelumi Nubi. And Miss Nigeria and the Diaspora USA, Queen Oyemen Inekham. I'm sorry, I butchered the last name. Okay, what are you doing? Pixel. Okay, and Pixelco. Pixelco. Okay, all right. So each of you are gonna come up on stage and you have 5 minutes. All right, so I'll just start with Professor Finney, my colleague from last year.
Amazing, thank you. Good morning, young people. Energy, good morning.
Good morning.
Come on, you're young, good morning.
Good morning.
Permit me to also just stand on existing protocol because of time. Let me quickly read a message that I got from someone who came here last year. Thank you, Prof, for the principles you shared last year. It has transformed my journey and I became clearer and bolder. I am happy to share that I have made significant strides in my career and I have had 2 international job offers within 1 year, right? So this is from someone last year, and I don't want to call the name of the companies where the person got the job, so I don't distract from the point. If you ask anyone who has had a journey from struggle to thriving, they will tell you that it came down at some point to information. And that's where I'm going, that information that is applied could lead to transformation. And that is one reason why I think the way NIDCOM has gone about empowerment that is knowledge-based, I think we need to put our hands together for NIDCOM, because ultimately that is what leads to transformation. 6 weeks ago, a friend of mine, we slept on the same bed when I was in uni, and I'll go to my story very quickly. We slept on the same bed when I was in university, went through the same struggles. 6 weeks ago, he called and he needed me to send some funds because he's like, my wife is trying to put to bed and I do not have the funds to even sort that out. We went through the same struggles, went to the same school, all of that. And so I thought today that how over 10 years is it possible that 2 people who go to the same university, go through the same challenges, 10 years later, One is still struggling, and one, I've been privileged now, I'm on the Forbes International Council, and was the first African to win the Cybersecurity Personality of the Year in the UK. How do you have two people go from the same place and come on different routes? And so what I thought to talk to you about today, I was going to talk about 7 challenges, but there's no time. So I will speak about 3 challenges and 3 battles you will all face, and 3 tools that you will need to push through those challenges. Is that something you'll be willing to listen to? Come on, energy, is that something you'll be willing to listen to?
Yeah.
All right, so the first challenge that you're going to go through is what I call the battle of self-doubt. You're going to doubt yourself. It's going to be a battle. Am I good enough? We call it imposter syndrome. Many times I challenged whether I was good enough because I failed jams so many times, 134, 141, 121. These are jam scores I'm calling for you, 3 years in a row. Okay? But we intentionally made sure that does not define me. I remember when I finished school and I was trying to get my first job with Deloitte years ago. And we were in the room, those of us that had passed the initial part, the initial test. And so we were in this room for preparing for the interview. And so everybody was sitting down. You start discussing with your colleagues. This one said, I just finished masters in Brussels, masters in Manchester, masters in California. Me, masters in streets, because I did not know anywhere, right? But ultimately became the best in that. When I was nominated for the Cybersecurity Personality of the Year, this was the first time that an African was even nominated at that scale, because this is the Oscar Awards in tech in our industry. This was happening in the UK. And then I was just super excited that I was nominated. It was carried on, NIDCOM appreciated it. It was, the Lagos State government was everywhere. When we got into the room, I'm talking heads of cyber for the government of the UAE, the FBI, CIA, everybody that was top in cyber was seated there. There was only one black guy in the room. That was myself and my wife when we walked in. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I was very sure that I was not going to win. When they called my name, and I went and held the Nigerian flag, it was a defining moment for black people in tech at that level, right? The second challenge, so what do you need in order to fight through self-doubt? There are 2 things you need. One, you need your what and you need your why. What are you trying to achieve and why? The reason why I took the Nigerian flag and raised it, and that day with 40 different countries in the room, some of them said they had never seen the green, white, green flag. The reason why was because I had a cousin who came to meet me in Europe, and the daughter had been told in her school that, when it comes to tech, Africa is just starting. Africa is just starting. That especially in the black Africa, they don't really know much about tech, they're just starting. I did that to prove to her that we're not just starting, that in tech, we can actually lead and deliver at the highest level in the world, right? I never knew that I was going to get acknowledgement by the president, our commander-in-chief. I never knew that would just open doors for me. So your what and your why. The next battle that you're going to fight, I call it the battle of opinions. Especially now that there's opinion from your parents, there's opinion on social media, different people will tell you what you should do, okay? And I've been told that I have 1 more minute. Different people will tell you what you should do. I was told several times because, I applied for jobs. When I finished school, I applied for jobs. When I stopped counting my rejection emails, I stopped at 304. We regret to inform you. We regret to inform you. We regret to inform you. What helped me win the battle of opinions is 2 things. One, you need to be very clear what you want to achieve. Second is your value system. If you do not establish a value system, your value system is what tells you, I can do this, I can't do this. It becomes your barometer. For example, anything that makes it look like you are going to bring shame to Nigeria, you can't pass it through me because it is against my value system. Integrity is against my value system. And finally, I'll end with this. You will go through frustration, but through frustration, build resilience. Through frustration, build capacity. Expose yourself to new material, expose yourself to innovation. And I hope that in 10 years, when we see on the different sides of this pendulum, you're on the right side, thriving and excelling. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Finn. Right on time. Next, Fumilayo. Fumilayo. Please, 5 minutes.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Standing on existing protocol. My name is Ajala Oluwa Fumilayo. I am a dental surgeon by profession. I am also a youth advisor to the Netherlands Consulate Lagos on the thematic area health. So I'm here to give this beautiful speech, and I hope someone picks something from it. The word youth, just as someone had said earlier, it's that period of your life that is determined by a lot of strength, optimism, and a sense of identity. It is defined within the ages of 15 to 24 for the EU, for Nigeria 15 to 29, and for the Africa Youth Charter 15 to 35. But irrespective of whatever age it is given, it is a particular time in your life where you have the drive and, should I say, the strength to do a lot of things. I have always been passionate about doing something else aside medical school. Yes, medical school had its own hold on me, but I just knew I had more to give. So I've always been involved in youth education, especially on the SDGs, in relation to climate and health, for which I and a few friends founded an organization, and we've been working on a lot of things, even with the Lagos State and with the Netherlands Consulate. I got the opportunity to apply to be their advisor in 2023. And when I got this opportunity, I doubted myself, just like he said. I'm like, how do I get here? I don't think I would have the qualifications, but I still went ahead and I got in. I go in and I looked at everyone around me because we're 6. 4 of them are CEOs, meaning they know what they are doing. And I was fresh out of med school. But I must say, between then and now, I am a very different person. I have learned in terms of multilateral, national perspective on different matters, especially in policies, government relations, and also the private sector. Kudos to the Netherlands Consulate that gave the Nigerian child, which is me and every other person, that opportunity. Basically, we are their youth's connection to the general youth, whereby we try to get what do the youth want, and then we advise them, just like our role is the youth advisory. And the beautiful thing is, there have been implementation of the things we've been advising them on. So basically, I would speak to something personal about me now, beyond what I do in the policy advocacy. Like I said, I am also a dental surgeon, and I am interested in research. I recently traveled to the US on an exchange program, and I recently just got back to the country. Now, how did I get into this exchange program? While in school, we had a lecture with one of our alumni that is into genetics, and it was asking questions. I actually like answering questions in class, especially if I know it. And after the class, it was like, you know what? The first person that answered my question, which wasn't me, I'm going to give her the opportunity to come to my research lab in University of Iowa for a month to come and learn on research. And then the second person, which was me, I'm going to give her a gift. Then he told us to send him an email. Then I took the courage. I said, you know what? I sent the email. I said, sir, I don't want that gift. I want that same opportunity my colleague got. He said, wow, I only have space for one person per year. You would have to wait till the next year. So I waited for 2 good years. And did it come to pass? Yes, it did. But I didn't also just wait for it. I told him that I would like to join your research lab remotely, which I did. And then I was also reviewing articles in relation to genetics. Basically, we are trying to work on clefts, which we also have Smile Train sponsoring the treatment free in Nigeria. And I've been able to work on papers. And when I traveled, I was able to work on a project, which I'm also going to go back to the US to present next year, because I found something rare that hasn't been found before. Now, how did I get all this opportunity? I was resilient. I said, sir, I want this opportunity. Even if it wasn't my opportunity, I was willing to wait. If I wasn't willing to wait, I could have gotten a gift and moved on. But here I am. My name is going to be in the sands of time. I'm going to make my research known, and it just goes on and on. So what am I saying? Wherever you are, start from there. Don't wait till everything makes sense, because the truth is, it won't make sense. Do I still have self-doubt? Yes, I do. But I just knew that beyond being in the clinic or being in the theater treating patients or being in the surgery, I knew I could do something else. And here I am doing 2 things, even though sometimes it's very hectic, but I am happy doing it because I know I have the potential to do it. And I believe everyone has the potential. You shouldn't just be stuck to one thing. Beyond what you've read in school, just having an education is that edge you need to be able to do anything. And I believe whatever it is you set your mind to, you can actually achieve success. To the youth corpers here, I know you can do it. And make sure you make use of your youth service. Do your CDS well, and you never can tell where you will get to. And to all the other students here in the uni, you can do it. University is a lot, I must say. Med school, I cried. But I must say, I also finished with distinctions, which I didn't even expect. And it was my final year, and it was really great. So I must say this, put your heart to whatever it is you do. I'm a doctor, and I'm also a youth advocate. You can do it. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Honorable Abike certainly knows how to find talent. So next is Miss Voke. Am I pronouncing that right?
That's correct.
Okay, very good. 5 minutes, please. We're on a very tight.
Thank you for having me, permit me to stand on existing protocol. It is really an honor to be here, and I would really like to thank and appreciate the GMD of ARCO Group for the nomination for this amazing award. And it is just amazing to hear the story of the Honorable Dr. Abike Daviri and the connection that she had even with the GMD of ARCO. I think one big focus here is human capital development. And one of the things that I had asked them to put up is beyond the amount of accolades and accomplishments that came. It always came as a responsibility for what is it that you're going to do with what you get, and how can you, contribute to a problem that is around you. And that's one thing that pushes us. I'm so happy that I have my husband really right next to me. He's one of the people that speak into my life a lot and say, hey, let's do this together, and just synergy with that technology piece is amazing. One of the things, thank you. He's right here at the front, by the way, so I'd like to keep him a little bit close. So, all right. So for me, we've heard, and I'm sure we're going to keep hearing more exciting things that you're going to hear about what you need to do individually. But I want to, because of the time, I want to focus on a charge for talent pipeline, right? And I have talked to the GMD about this before, but we had actually gone through a pilot we ran a little pilot for internship for students that had graduated from university. And one of the biggest things we saw was a big gap in their what they had in terms of knowledge, academic knowledge, and what the workforce needed. As you all know, technology is changing where everything's going. And so even as that, understanding that piece of thing, of that gap, allows me to advocate in my new role as a VP of Digital Education at Scrum by AI. And I'm going to kind of back up a little bit, but this talent pipeline, it connects sponsors and mentors and students to a platform, and you can see the importance of platforms. NIDCOM is an amazing platform, a bridge that I didn't know of until I was nominated. And I'm like, when everyone was talking yesterday, I was like, where have I been in the world? How did I not hear about platforms? So it is a platform, and part of why that platform is there is for accountability. To the industry leaders, as you can see, the industry affiliations and the different industries I've had a chance to work with as my, throughout my career as a teacher and educator in the US. It's amazing what you get, how much you expose your students to when the industry is also a part of developing this curriculum. I've worked with Amazon developed curriculum, Microsoft developed curriculum, so much, name but a few. Coding with drones, I've held drone competitions for entire district, and it's just amazing what you can do when we can connect the knowledge to application. And so I also want to do that. I see a lot of sponsors here, and this is an amazing place to start, but I want to give them that charge. sponsor teacher development. I remember one trip I went to Vegas, sponsored by Amazon, Amazon Future Engineer Teacher of the Year. I was that in 2022, and I'm sure you can see some of those pictures. I went to the Space Center in Houston, and I was selected to be on the virtual crew for Artemis 1. That is a space mission to the moon. It's the first one ever, and actually it was an unmanned aircraft where we could speak with Alexa and send messages all the way to the moon. So yes, believe it or not, I did send a message to the moon. And one cool thing about that is that experience didn't make me feel like just a teacher. It made me feel valued. It made me take that same value and confidence and push it on to my students. And so just industry leaders, it's not just waiting for them to graduate before we go ahead and talk about, how am I going to get them in here? For policymakers, I'm very happy to hear some of the things that, the forward thinking of, I believe the Minister of Youth had spoken before, and all the projects that are coming out of your office. And one of the things I want to challenge you to do is really dig deep, be involved with creating policy that is going to champion practical curriculum development. I know that one thing about my uncle says, he's a retired justice, and he said the business of government is providing enablers. That infrastructure, my husband and I actually did co-founded. Okay, and so I'm gonna wrap up with this. Yes, I know. Okay, so to say all of that, I say all of that to say that some of the commendable things that I see here is a unifying vision. So I challenge you as youth, as students, that you need to look for those opportunities that show that time is important, talent, and treasure. Give of your time, your talent, your treasure. Be self-aware. It takes some time, but start small and you'll be surprised where you get to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I wish we had more time to hear everyone. But so next, Alex Oturu. Give him a round of applause. Round of applause. 5 minutes, please.
Thank you. I will try to do 5 minutes. My name is Alex Oturu. I serve as the Southwest Zonal Coordinator for the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Displaced Persons. That's what NCFRMI means. Yes. And I'm a civil servant, so it is in our nature to acknowledge people while standing on existing protocols. I want to acknowledge, of course, and thank very much the Chairman CEO of NIDCOM, who I like to refer to as a national treasure, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Erowa, for the opportunity to share. Yes, you can clap. I always say if you want to clap, clap well. So, yeah. And of course, acknowledge the highly esteemed presence of the Minister of Youth Development, the highly esteemed Comrade Ayodele Olawande. And also just, excuse me again, to also acknowledge the former CGI of Immigration, CGI Babawande, because he's somebody who was very crucial to where we are in terms of migration governance in Nigeria. He was a very strong part of, yes, thank you very much, sir. Please acknowledge him and clap well. The reason I have 5 minutes, which is very, very difficult to do, it's 4 now. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, so the title of my message today is Migration is a Right, Do It Right. Can we just say that, young people, migration is a right?
Migration is a right.
But do it right.
But do it right.
Can we take that again? It's like you didn't get it. Migration is a right.
Migration is a right.
But do it right.
But do it right.
Yes, so one of the key messages that I would like us to take away from this, my short intervention, is that migration is a right. Migration comes naturally to
human beings. I mean, there's literally no nation today that is not made up of migrants, of people who have moved at one point in their lives or the other to settle in a new place. But if you're going to do it, it is important that as young people, we do it the right way. There are certain steps that we need to take that we don't end up, we hear a lot of wonderful stories from our panelists, from those diasporans who have done it right, who have migrated the right way. You cannot enjoy the benefits, the protections that come with migration if you do not take the right steps, if you do not follow the right steps. There are so many dangers of finding yourself in an irregular situation. Irregular migration is not just about those that migrate through the desert, going by road through the desert and through the Mediterranean Sea. There are those who find themselves in irregular situations simply by overstaying their visas, simply by engaging in activities outside of the regulatory norms of the visas that you've received. So these are some things that are very important for us to take note of. I have some slides. I wish they would have just been running through the slides because I'm touching on some of those issues as the time permits. Of course, there are issues around smuggling of migrants. There are issues around trafficking. As young people, it might seem to you that you might not find yourself, or you think you might not find yourself in a trafficked situation or in a trafficking situation. It is very easy to find yourself being trafficked. I know a lot of us that are in secondary schools, you're excited, you're coming to the end of your secondary school year, and you're already beginning to dream, like everybody has talked about. Even Honorable Abike mentioned, you have to dream. And of course, the CEO of ARCO talked about, having a dream that you can be anything. As you dream to migrate, as you dream to go across borders, it's very important that you do not let yourself fall into trafficking or allow yourself to be smuggled. Now, what is trafficking? Trafficking, how do I break that down into simple English? Well, trafficking in persons, occurs when a person is deceived. Some of us, our cousins, our uncles, our distant family members are telling us, oh, I can take you abroad. I can take you to the US. Just come to Lagos. From there, we'll go to the US. You might just find yourself on your way to being trafficked. So it's very important that as you get that information, as your friends are telling you, let's go to Lagos, from there we can travel, find out the right information. Are they telling you the truth? Are they actually going to take you to where they say they're going to take you? Get as much information as you can get. We've talked about information. There are some resources that are available to you because of time. Hopefully we might have questions and answers. That means my 5 minutes is gone. But let me just drop some of the resources. I timed myself, yes. So let me just drop some of the resources that are available. Aside from my commission, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Displaced Persons, that we are available to provide you with the right information. We also have the Migrant Resource Centers. They are available in almost every Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment office. And here you can get the right information before you travel. If you get an employment offer from abroad, you can take that letter to the Migrant Resource Center to verify the information. If you get an educational, like if you get an admission to a university, you can take it to the Migrant Resource Centers and they will verify that information. These are things that exist, that the federal government has created. These avenues, these opportunities are there for you to get the right information. There's also the National Electronic Labor Exchange. It's also under the Ministry of Labor and Employment. It's called NELEX, nelex.org.ng. You can visit there. You can register for jobs, even international jobs, within the ambits of the federal government, and you are protected. You are sure that when you get to your final destination, your rights will be protected. So I hope that with these few words of mine, I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that migration is a right and it's best that we do it right. Thank you.
Bravo. It's not easy to condense all that useful information. Thank you. So next we'll have Pelumi Nubi.
Round of applause, please. Clap for these people, they deserve it.
Thank you so much. I stand on existing protocol. I thank every single person in this room. And of course, a heartfelt thank you to my big mommy, Dr. Honorable Abike Dabiri, for having me here. My name is Pelumi Nubi, Oluwa Pelumi Nubi. Some of you might know me as being the woman who drove from London to Lagos last year. It was an exciting journey. But something you might not know about me is that I suffer from something called dyslexia. Dyslexia is a learning difficulty. It means you find school just a little bit harder. And it depends on who surrounds you and who pours into you in that moment. But one thing I've learned is for society not to box me in, because I believe that the limitations that you have are those that you choose to accept. I went on to finish with a first-class degree in biomedical science, and then went on to study a PhD in cancer research and human genetics. This is the same person that people said couldn't do it. I've learned a lot of lessons, especially from driving from London to Lagos. If you saw the car that I made use of, people fondly call her Lumi. She's now housed in J. Randall at the museum, a monument that hundreds of people and thousands come to visit every month. Before taking off, I remember pitching to more than 20 car brands, finding out if they wanted to support this journey, and I heard zero response. And at that moment, I remember talking to God, and God was like, you know what? You have a car already. And that is the truth about life. Most time, we already have what we need right in our hands. We just are scared to take that first leap of faith. But the thing is, some of you are in this room, you want to start careers, you want to be content creators, you're like, I need the fancy cameras. You have a phone. Yep. Start with that. You know what? I really believe in this motto, the magic is in the doing. It's not about thinking, wishing, waiting, wanting, desiring, pondering. It's about taking action. Being petrified, but still taking that first step. And also leaning into your purpose. The moments where nobody are clapping, nobody is watching you, that is what will take you the distance. Especially as a young African, you're allowed to dream big. And please, 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 if you're a believer, if you have faith in a God, a true God, please lean on Him. When there are moments where the journey was hard for me, I prayed, and His grace sustained me. Please stay rooted in Him, because He has your life in His hands. To every young person in this room, you're not too young, you're not too late, you're not too small. You have what it takes. You just have to trust in yourself and trust in God. Start now, start scared. In fact, start petrified, but do it anyways. Because if I can do it, a female, a dyslexic person, a disqualified person, but yet still go the distance, you also can. Thank you so, so much for being here today.
Wow, 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 wow. Even I learned some new things from what you just shared. Please give her a round of applause, please. And last but not the least, we have Paul Ukome. Did I get that right? Okay. 5 hard stop minutes. Sorry.
Most African young entrepreneurs face is access to funding, not just access to funding, the ability to actually secure investment. Physical is going to serve as a bridge between you and the investments you need to take your ideas to the next level. Through Physical, you're going to access startup incubation, you're going to connect with the right mentors, build the right network you need to scale and thrive. We're excited to welcome every entrepreneur out there with a bold vision, an incredible idea to lead change, build a platform that supports sustainable development and economic progress across the continent. So we're inviting you to be a part of Physical as a startup. Come in with your ideas, come in with your vision. We have the right team, the right experts to take your ideas to the next level.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting that to go up, but thank you so much, everyone. Standing on all existing protocol, I am so honored to be here. Thank you so much for the platform, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri. Thank you to every incredible leader in the house. My name is Paul Akume, and I'm going to talk briefly on the platform we've built to support startups and young people who are really passionate about the continent, who are really passionate about Nigeria as a country, and young people who are really concerned about solving problems and being a part of the change. But before I do that, I want to talk about two important things. Number one, I want to talk about the importance of inclusion. And I also want to talk about the importance of supporting enterprise development led by young people in Africa. But I'd like to go with a story. So sometime when I was quite younger, I got the opportunity to be nominated and elected as the class captain. And this was in JSS 1, thereabout. I was kind of the youngest amongst everyone in school then, and I was a very small person. So I was a target for bullies. And I remember when I was nominated as the class captain, there was this particular guy, he looked at me and he did me like this. If you write my name in names of noisemakers, you are dead. So it was very crazy for me to figure out how to really solve that problem, because every time I was given the responsibility to write names of noisemakers, I would try my best to do it with all fairness, but there were some certain guys that would just break the rules and they would beat me after school. So what did I do? I did something very important. So I decided that we're going to be taking rations, meaning the bullies in the class that I knew were going to beat me, I made them responsible for writing names of noisemakers. So the problem solved for me was, when you come to attack me after school, I'll say I was not the one that wrote your name for noisemakers. And it turned out that that was exactly how I was able to escape being bullied after school. Now, there's a lesson to learn from this story, is the importance of inclusion. Now, any generation that you do not include in your plan might become a problem. And that's why I'm so excited about the incredible work being done at NIDCOM to include young voices and include young people. Because we are not just, thank you. We are not just the solution, we are the future. There's no conversation about shaping the future that can go down if you're not talking about young people. And that's why I'm here to talk about an incredible platform that we've built to support young entrepreneurs building the future. So Pixaco, proudly supported by the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, will help young entrepreneurs who have incredible ideas to want to solve problems across the health industry, education, tech, AI, whatever industry you are really passionate about solving a problem. We want to ensure that you do not just have access to funding, but you're also properly mentored, guided, and prepared for the big stage. Now, we realize that one of the major challenges that young people are facing who want to build great companies is not the lack of funding. Most times the ability to be able to stand in front of that opportunity and be able to grab it. So through a structured mentorship program, we want to ensure that every young person who sees Africa for what it has the potential to become, and not just for what it is today, and you're really striving, grinding, working really hard to build something that you believe will change the world, that will solve the problems we don't only face in Nigeria, but problems that can be addressed on the global stage. We want to take you through a very important sequence of events that would include training you on how to pitch, training you on how to prepare your startups, refining your business model, helping you understand how to really position yourself for great opportunities, while also getting you ready to pitch at the Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit, which is going to be happening in November this year, and other global opportunities. So I invite you, if you truly believe and you're bold, you're courageous, because sometimes the distance between us and the opportunities that we want to embrace is courage. The distance between us and the opportunities that we want to take on is being bold. So if you're out there, you're bold, you're courageous, you have an idea, not just a startup. We're not just concerned about people who have tractions to show. You have something really incredible that you want to build. We invite you to join us. Sign up at www.pixacohq.com. Submit your pitch decks, your ideas, and we'll review it will speak to you or ready to support you. Thank you so much once again for the incredible opportunity to speak to everyone here. I'm really excited. God bless you. Thank you.
Woo! Give him a loud round of applause, please. Okay. The next Miss Nigerian Diaspora USA, Queen Oyeme. Give her a round of applause.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'd like to stand on existing protocol. I also want to thank the NIDCOM family, to the amazing Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri for having me, to the excellencies here today, and to the brilliant young leaders in the room. My name is Oyemen Ehikamen, and I'm an award-winning actress, the founder of Ubuntu Stage, and your reigning Miss Diaspora Nigeria USA. But long before I ever wore a crown, before I earned degrees and built programs, I was just a very obedient young Nigerian girl living in Boston, Massachusetts in the United States. I was the type of child that listened to everything that my parents told me. They told me to get straight A's. They told me that I was going to become a doctor and go to Harvard. I listened to everything. I didn't do that. But confidence from a very young age was instilled in my siblings and I. My parents taught us that the sky is our springboard, not our limit, but our springboard. But in school, that sky felt very distant. That springboard felt cut off. I was bullied, I was judged, sometimes for my name, sometimes for my food, the way I spoke, the way I dressed, sometimes just for being different. And so I learned how to disappear. I learned how to shrink, and slowly I lost my voice. All of that changed, of course, in the 8th grade when I discovered the drama club. Now, my first role wasn't anything big. I was in the front row of the audience, much like you all are in the front row, and a part of the audience, when suddenly I started to cough profusely, made a big scene, and then I died. That was it. That was the role. But somehow it felt like the biggest breakthrough. It felt like the first time that I felt seen, heard, and powerful. And it felt like I was telling my own story. It was also the very first time that I made my biggest decision as a young adult. I decided I did not want to become a doctor. I wanted to become an actor. Imagine going to your Nigerian parents and telling them that you didn't want to become a doctor because you wanted to become an actor. That was its own drama series of its own. But it was the first time that I felt empowered to do so, and I was relentless in my pursuit. I sought after acting degrees. I sought after acting programs, scholarships, found transportation to auditions, and within every class, every performance, every stage, I built myself up and I reclaimed my voice. And that journey has brought me to over 10 countries. It's brought me to perform and live in China and work there for a year and a half. It brought me to earn my degree in Masters of Fine Arts in Acting from UCLA, the University of California, Los Angeles. And it's also brought me to now the biggest full circle moment of my entire life, becoming Miss Diaspora Nigeria USA. This crown is more than just about beauty, although I do think I have a little bit of it. It's also a testament and a symbol of hope, of transformation, of storytelling. It means that art and also activism belong together, that being Nigerian and being creatives are not opposites, they are powerfully aligned. And so with my crown, I decided that my platform was going to be empower Nigerian youth through the performing arts because I knew what it has brought me. It brought me the courage to lead. It brought me the courage to push beyond every boundary and reclaim my life, reclaim my dignity, reclaim my voice. And it brought me to the opportunity to be able to know that I can give back in so many different ways and to inspire Nigerians in the diaspora to give back just as I am doing now. With my organization, Ubuntu Stage, I am connecting the diaspora through the performing arts. And this August, I'm going to be doing my proudest project yet, which is Spotlight Naija. It's a one-week transformational creative initiative where students from Makoko, underserved students from Makoko, will come out and go onto the island for a week of acting, music, dance, and leadership. They will be empowered to tell their own stories. And it will culminate in a final performance on August 10th. I invite you all to attend Freedom Park if you are there. And I want you all to know, the youth in the room, as artists, that whatever you put your mind to, so long as it is rooted in purpose and powered by persistence, it is achievable. Let me leave you with a note out of my parents' notebook, which is that the sky is also your springboard. So jump, leap. Thank you all for having me. Thank you so much for NIDCOM for empowering the Nigerian diaspora to lead with purpose. And thank you all for allowing me to share my story, not only of becoming a queen, but of becoming myself. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you all inspired? Are you all inspired? All right, we're getting our mission accomplished here. So I understand that we can take 5 questions, right? 3 questions, 4 questions. Time. All right. So 5 questions. How are we setting it up? People just coming up, or? Okay. So you get to ask these amazing Nigerians 5 questions, 4 questions. And we'll have people raise their hands, and I figure how we'll choose. Are we going to have some students come up and maybe ask? Raise your hands if you want to ask a question, and the mic will be brought to you. Oh, please, just ask the question. We don't need long stories and history, just the questions, and the panelists will answer. Thank you. Be brief with the question because of time. Okay. Okay, the first row. You, yes, yes. If you can come up quickly. Okay, all 4 of you come up. Great. They're coming, they're coming, they're coming. 2 more? Yeah. Could we have some NYC, some corpus and some students as well? That way it's balanced. Just go, you can go to him, yeah. He'll have the microphone.
My name is Sova Ifoluwa Oladipo. Okay, the crowd. Okay. My name is Sova Ifoluwa Oladipo. I'm here to ask a question. So I was wondering, like, okay, when you say confidence and programs like this, like, how do you, like, approach people that you've never met before? Because it's literally very hard when you feel like you should do it, and at the same time you feel like you don't. So how do you curb issues like that?
Good day, everybody. My question is directly to Miss Diaspora. I have a question for her. In this age of technology where it feels like STEM is everything, how do you cope with opinion of people about being an actress? Like they say, we want to be an actress because we're not strong in science subjects, because that is the easiest thing to do, because you just like paparazzi. How do you cope with such?
My name is Sova Elena Bangwell, and my question is, what do you do when nobody's supporting what you want to do?
My name is Mariam Babmala Sharif, and my question is, what do you use to pick what you want to be? What are the stuffs, like, what you look at? And then what are things you should look forward to do in, like, the future? And how did you guys choose the path you want to be now?
Okay, so my question is, what advice do you have for people that have multiple places of interest and are still struggling with the exact one to, focus on?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Najib Ola from University of Abuja. I'm Najib Ola by name from University of Abuja. My question is for Prof. Fain. So he said he's going to share 3 challenges with us and 3 tools. So I think he highlighted the challenges and the tools, but I catch one out of the 3, which is self-doubt. It remains 2, which I would like him to share with us. So secondly, he is going to share 3 tools with us, which is what and why. So I mean, what and why. The question you're supposed to ask yourself when you want to do something. So why you want to do it and want to. So how did he tackle the challenges? He said that he's going to share with us.
My name is Hussein Abdulaziz. My question is, what do you do when everyone says you can't do it?
Okay, so each panelist gets 1 minute to answer the questions, okay? And again, time. Thank you. This is the best part of the session.
Okay, another round of applause for those, youth that came up here. It's a very courageous thing to do. And my question was about STEM being more important than the arts. What do you do when kids oftentimes think that the arts are a lot more easy than things like science and mathematics? I will actually argue to say that the arts are very exceptionally difficult. Like I said, in school, I received straight A's, and so I did science, I did math, I did all of those things, and yet the arts, coming from a very shy, naturally very shy individually, it was the most difficult thing that I've done, but also the very most rewarding thing that I've done. I feel like the arts has the power to allow you to go beyond your expectations, but also you're able to be vulnerable, right? You're putting yourself out there, and oftentimes you're gonna receive a lot of no's. As an actor, you go out for auditions and you receive a lot of no's from directors and writers, but for some reason, there's still something inside of you, be it God, that tells you to continue, keep moving forward. So I would argue and say that the arts are not easy at all, they're difficult, but if you feel like you are called to it, go after it and be relentless in your pursuit. Thank you.
Okay, so I think I would address the question where someone asked that, how do you approach people? I think the first thing is you have to believe in yourself. Nobody's going to say, I believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. If you don't put yourself out there, no one is going to believe in you. Also, the question that says, what do you do when everyone says you can't do it? My dear, you are your first audience and you are also your first spectator. You should be your biggest support system. You don't need to hear you can do it before you do it. Tell yourself, I can do it and do it. When you are doing it, trust me, the crowd is going to follow. Thank you.
That's right. All right, so I hear this one is working. Let me first of all speak to the person who said, how do you know what career path to follow? There are different ways, but this is what I did, and this is how I started very early in cybersecurity. You need to find out where are there skill gaps and what does the future say about those things. For example, the global statistics is that cybersecurity has a skill gap of 1 million jobs without anybody to fill that gap. So what that means is that there is a lot more demand than supply. What does that then mean? It means that the price that you pay for a cybersecurity expert is a lot, so you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. So any career path that you clearly see that there is a lot more demand, AI, things like that, than supply, that is where the future is clearly going. And then someone asked a specific question for me. I think I have forgotten it, but I think it was the tools. Thank you. That I had to cut that short because Bobby was kicking me at the back because of time, right? So let me tell you, there are a few more, but let me mention one that I think another battle you will face. So it's called the battle of excuses. And the battle of excuses is simply saying that you are going to have a lot of excuses for why you do not achieve what you want to achieve. What do you do with the battle of excuses? You simply need to ensure that you have mentors and that you kill those excuses. Excuses, one of the things that I have learned is that excuses are the building block for your future frustration. The reasons why you will have regrets in the future is because of excuses. And the last one that I didn't talk about, okay, simply because he said I needed to talk about it, was frustration. I think I said that with regards to frustration, one of the things you need to do, frustration is simply telling you that you have tried everything you know, introduce new intelligence. That's it. So what you simply need to do is expose yourself to new information, new books. I am one of those. I have done a professional certification for the last 10 years. So I have 11 international certifications over the period. So just make sure you introduce yourself to new information and to help you with frustration. Thank you.
Thank you. I also want to address that question about what career path. And if you are here, make sure that you registered on using that barcode so that we can do a lot of follow-ups with you. There are so many tools out there that exposes you. One of the things that I use with my students, just give them opportunities by introducing them to a lot of different types of career. Careers of the future are not like before where your parents tell you, go, you're a medical doctor or an engineer. There's a lot of possibilities. My daughter, specifically during the pandemic, what I did was I hosted a computer class with her. She wasn't sure what she wanted to do at that time. She was still in middle school. It was in 2020. But I can tell you today, just because of that exposure, she is going to study computer science at MIT this fall. So it's an amazing thing you do when you just see opportunities. Yep, thank you. I think that question.
Okay, thank you. Just to touch on the question, there was a question about having multiple interests.
Yes.
Yes. So I think, for me, for example, now, I'm a civil servant. I also have the gift with media. I also have gift in terms of speaking. I moderate sessions, I MC, I anchor events. So what I do, aside from the work that I do in the office, I also run a podcast. It's called Migration Nuggets. Now, this podcast it's an avenue for me to express my talents, some of my other interests, aside from the fact that I'm a civil servant. So the fact that you have multiple interests, what my advice for you or to you would be to just express them, work with them, work them out. I also do music. I actually have a few songs that I put out there. The fact of the matter is that, like, I think it's a Yoruba proverb that says that there are many roads that lead to the market. So just make sure that you maximize every skill that you have, even within whatever it is that you're doing professionally. Whatever skills, whatever other skills that you have, interests that you have, pursue them. Use them to the extent that you can. Just to share a little testimony about, how expressing my gifts has led to some, results. I talked about the podcast that I do, Migration Nugget. So it talks about migration, which is basically what I do at work. But because I put out that podcast consistently on my LinkedIn and on my Instagram page, I have gotten international opportunities that have come as a result of that podcast. I've had people, in fact, there was a time somebody called me from, Brussels. I thought it was a scam, when they reached out to me, when they sent me a DM. And then they called me, and it was real. And how excited, in fact, they were more excited to have me on the call and to have me be part of a project than I was. And when I call, I don't want to call the name of the organization, but it's a very big international organization, and they were more excited to have me. It was like they were talking to a superstar. So what I'm just saying to you is that whatever skill, whatever talent that you have, whatever interest that you have, even though they may be multiple, just pursue them and express them even while you might be pursuing a particular professional career.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm going to try and make this super brief. Again, just layering on that question, because you are a person that is multi-talented. I am. There's a saying that we say commonly, but we actually don't finish it, which always leave people hanging. Jack of all trades, master of none. But the full saying is actually jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. There is something about having multiple knowledge and having different wells to pull from. There's a surgeon, you probably know, heard of him. Oh my God, gifted hand. And Ben Carson, he was talking about how he got his interview. He went in there for a medical surgery kind of like interview, a professional one, and he heard classical music playing in the background. And he said, oh, is this blah, blah, blah composer? For the 20 minutes of the medical interview, they spoke about classical music. He got the job. So just to tell you that no wasted knowledge. There is nothing, there's every experience that you have, you will always find ways to tap into it. That's what makes you a very interesting human being. So don't take it as a disadvantage. It's actually a very powerful thing to have.
Nuggets. Love it, love it. In 1 minute, please.
Okay, thank you so much. So to add to the existing conversation, I want to answer 2 questions. Number 1, the question about being multi-talented and trying to figure out what to really focus on, and the question about what to do when you do not receive any form of support. Now, I'll start with the last one. First of all, the conversation about support is very important. Human beings, the way we are created by God is for us to coexist, meaning you cannot function without another person. You need support. But then, when it comes to the conversation about the mindset you need to succeed, if you carry the mindset that if you do not get support, you will not move. If you don't get encouraged, you will not take an action, then you will never do anything. So I think it's, at the end of the day, it's important that you get support, but it's also very important that you embrace the mindset that you should literally learn to stand on your own first, because I realized that people tend to want to support you when they see you making a move. So when people see that you start to show up to create that content, post online, all of a sudden the views start to come, the likes start to come in. So just imagine, what if you never made that content, or you never took that step to start that business? How do you get visible? For example, I'm going to use myself as a practical example. So 5 years ago, 21, I started Race Africa, a platform to connect young Nigerians to global opportunities so that they could serve and intern. Because we got to realize that most of the Gen Zs these days just want to make money, they don't care about service anymore. And service is a very important part of your growth. So we wanted to really encourage more young people to volunteer for global companies while they're working from Nigeria. So we started this without receiving any form of funding at all. We did 3 international conferences, the Innovation for Future Africa Summit. We supported more than 2,000 young people to access global and local talent internship opportunities while receiving zero to not any form of support. Now, thanks to the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, we just received our first government-backed support. Come on, to build Pixel. Now, the truth is, we would have never gotten to that point if we did not do something with our little. We put our resources, we're literally using our savings, everything we got, to pour into supporting other young people as young people. Then talking about
Wonderful.
the last thing, the last one. Talking about people that are multi-talented. For example, I'm a singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, founder. I love comics too. Is there anybody that loves comics? I love comics. I tell stories, I write, I do a lot of things. For me, it was a very, very big struggle growing up because I had a lot of things that I was really passionate about. But then I always tell people, you need precision, you need focus to accomplish anything great you want to really accomplish. So even if you want to explore all your passion, just stay consistent and dedicated. For me, I never really succeeded as a singer because I was not so focused on it. But I think I'm doing great as an entrepreneur. So yes, thank you.
Key. I'm going to take 1 minute because I have to add to this. I'll take a minute, you can time me. For the young folks, let me just give you this. You're sitting here, it's not by accident, okay? Those of you who are here are lucky to be here. So here's what I need you to do. You see these really important, successful people here? Make sure that you don't leave here without connecting with them. okay? Find their social media, because I know you're all there. Because even if you don't get to talk to them, if you watch what they're doing, you can take what they're doing to the next level. That's one. Two, for the youth corpers, high school students, make sure that you sign up for an internship. I don't know why people shy away from that. Sign up to work for small NGOs. NIDCOM is one. You want to volunteer. You know, everyone's always looking to make money. Here's the best thing you can do. If you take a one-year internship, what you learn in that internship may be what you actually learn in a 4 years school academic session, right? So sign up for internship. The opportunities for job will also be there. And then the third thing that I want to tell you is this: AI is the future. AI is the future. You have your cell phone, you have your parents' phone. Make sure you're learning how to use Chat GPT. If you learn anything, get on Chat GPT. That said, Akabi, you want us to do the photos now? Okay, thank you. I want to thank the panelists. Please don't kill me. I was under a lot of pressure to keep this chop, chop, chop. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, panelists. I think you can do better in applauding this great diaspora champion. Please calm down. I'll call on my boss, Honorable Abike Dabiri-Rewa, the GMD ACO, Honorable Minister, please, and our partners. No, let them stay downstairs to take a picture. All the dignitaries, Dr. Bassi, and all the dignitaries in the front row, please come and take a picture with the diaspora champions. Can you give them another big round of applause, please? This is absolutely fantastic. Please, let's have a group photograph, please, so that we can move on. Can you please keep applauding these fantastic people? I'm sure you have been impacted a lot, and I'm sure you're not going to go back home the way you came in here. Thank you so much, our diaspora champions. We love you. We always encourage you to come back home and give back to the society. Giving back home is not all about diaspora remittances. A lot of people can also give back home, give back to the society through transfer of knowledge, which you have done today. We appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you some other time. Another round of applause, please. Yeah, please, distinguished guests, can you have your seat? This is the time, this is the moment we have been waiting for. When we were putting this together, and the sponsor of this program asked that they wanted the names of the best students from some of our secondary schools that are here. And when I informed the secondary schools, they were asking me, what exactly do they want to do for us? I said, well, I don't know, but I know it's for good. So, right now, ACO Group has gone a little bit further. Apart from impacting you with knowledge, which we believe you need at this point, they have also decided to be generous to our students here present today. In no particular order, we want to invite to the podium the Honorable Chairman, Ma. Ma, we need you here, Ma, at the stage. Yeah, And music should be going on at the background, please. Yes, ma. We want to present ACO Group, courtesy of ACO Group. They are giving 6 fantastic students here, the best students in science in each of these schools. So I call on, ACO, GMD, please. We want you here, sir. And I'll call on the first Favor Linus from NOSC 100 Day School, Kuje. She's the best best student in science. Please come on stage and receive a laptop, a school bag, and a desktop is going to the school. We want to have your coordinator too. The school coordinator should come with her, please. A laptop bag, a laptop, and a desktop is going to the school, courtesy of ACO Group. Where's your coordinator, please? Mr. Kingsley. Kingsua. Yeah, the laptop is for the best students in science, and the desktop is for the school. No, she's coming to present. Thank you. No, it's Honorable Minister, sir. No, you are staying. They're staying. Honorable Minister, sir, your attention is needed here to present the awards. Next, Urela Mitchell Achille, Seton American School. Are they here? Okay. We go to the next one. Azan Oreolua, the best student in science, Redeemer Private School, Wusetu, Abuja. And the coordinator should equally come with her. Azan Oreolua, where are you? Please hurry up to the stage, and the coordinator should come with her, please. Next after this, the school that just left now, come and pick up your laptop, your desktop for the school, and your school bag, please. So this is Oreolua Azan from Redeemer Private School, Wusetu, the best student in science, courtesy of ACO Group. Thank you. Now I call on Engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi to come on stage. Where? Give this. Oreolua, please pick up your stuff. They are here. A laptop for you, a desktop for the school, and you have your school bag. The next is Yahya Sulaiman Yahya STEM Child Care Academy. And the coordinator should come with him. Yahya Sulaiman Yahya STEM Child Care Academy, Abuja. The best student in science. Please hurry up. Then Ikram Abdullahi, Abdulmumin Ali, Al-Noor Academy, Wusetu should be getting ready. Yahya Sulaiman, STEM Child Care Academy. Bring it. Give it to them. Put it there. Okay. Thank you. Ikran Abdulmumin Ali, where are you? Ikran Abdulmumin Ali, Al-Noor Academy. And we call on stage Professor Rahman, President, Nigeria Academy of Engineering, to present the award, please. Oh, okay. Okay, Honorable Minister is doing that, okay. So you have a laptop, and a school bag, and the school has the desktop. Pick your, hello, pick your stop here, please. The next, Professor Ramon, should please join the stage, please. And the next is Abdulaziz Hussein, Not Forgotten Initiating School, Asokoro. Come up stage with your coordinator. You have a laptop, a school bag, and the desktop for the school. Please come up stage. Where are you? And after this, come on stage. You have a laptop, you have a school bag, and the school has the desktop, courtesy of Akko Group. Please face the camera, please. Thank you, our distinguished guests. You can go back to your seats. Yeah, that's all. So bring out the laptop. Yes, ma'am. You can go back to the seat. Now, this is another moment we have been waiting for. Courtesy of Canvas Institute, New York City. We have Mr. Bobby Diggy, who was part of this event last year, and is so inspired that he has come back this time around to give back to the society. And now, he came back home with some laptops, which we are going to give to any lucky student or youth at this gathering. So we are going to call on Dr. Babandede, former Controller General of Immigration, to come on stage. We are going to do a raffle draw. If you look at your accreditation, our distinguished students and youth, there is a number on it. You have a number on your accreditation. So when we do the raffle draw, whatever number is picked here, you have won for yourself a laptop, and courtesy of Bobby Diggy Olisa, Canvas Institute. Shake it together, please. Yeah, you read the number how, sir? Yeah, you just come here and read the number. Oh, yeah, sir. Can you raise up your hand for everyone to see that there's nothing in your hand, sir?
Wait. Honorable Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I hereby declare there is nothing in my hand, okay? You know I'm a pensioner, so I would pick nothing. You see my hand? Okay. Now I will take, without even looking, okay? Wow. This number is special. It starts with 2, 4, are you looking? And 6. 246. Who is the lucky person? 246. Has he gone? Check your card.
Check, there's a number on your tag.
Check. If I win, I'm not qualified. Check, please.
If you can't find him, you pick another one.
Okay. Another number, 246 is gone. If you come around, it's gone. Another number, 392. 392. Who has that? Wow! Congratulations. Congratulations. Where is the person? I think somebody will be the security officer for clearance. Huh?
Yes, yeah. Okay. So you can move here to present the laptop. Mm-hmm. So you present the laptop with him. Yeah. You stand here, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This is a laptop.
The presentation is going to be made after clearance, okay?
Yes.
Who is the clearing officer?
Yes,
okay, come up.
Let's see what you have. 392.
So it's correct. So I will cheer. I'll give it to you as a record, but don't throw it away. The next number, congratulations.
So you can go to your
Congratulations.
sister.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Present it.
Okay.
Present it. I'll call on Councillor Khadija Aliru from Canada to come on stage and pick a raffle draw, please. Councillor Khadija Aliru from Canada. Thank you. I can see everybody praying right now. It should be me. I'm praying too that it should be me, but unfortunately I don't have a number on my tag. So please shake it together. Can we see your hand up, man, to make sure you are not having anything? Thank you. So please. When you hear your number, I want you to shout diaspora. Can you read it out, man?
All right. To the lucky person, 86.
086.
086.
Wow. Let's confirm you present a laptop. Courtesy of Canvas Institute, New York, you have a laptop gift as a result of the raffle draw. Run to the stage like a youth. Yeah. Can we confirm what you have on your tag, please? 086. Thank you. Congratulations to you. I call on Councillor Abitoye to please come on stage to pick a raffle draw from Canada. Councillor Abitoye, can we give her a round of applause, please? Can we see your hand up, please, and face the crowd? Please shake it very well.
My hands are empty.
Okay. Can you speak to the mic?
Yes. Hello, everyone, and it's so wonderful to be here. And this is really a youth empowerment. I'm extremely empowered myself, and I'm not a I'm a youth. Sorry, I'm a youth. I'm a youth. Okay, so the lucky winner. Are you ready? Is 117. Who's the lucky winner? Who's it? Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Run to the stage like a youth, please. This is courtesy of Canvas Institute, New York. You have won for yourself a laptop. Can I hear you shout diaspora? All the raffle draw winners, Mama Diaspora, your mother, your grandma would like to have a picture with you, so come back to the stage. All the raffle draw winners. Thank you, Ma, for presenting this. You can go back, sir. Is that the last one? Okay. The second to the last one. Honorable Minister of Youth, Your Excellency, your attention is needed here. Please keep praying and fast. Oh, you can't fast now, it's too late. Keep praying, just keep praying, speaking in tongues. The Honorable Minister of Youth has picked. Can you speak it out?
274. 274.
Okay. That section, how come that
Why?
section?
I can't even see her.
Run to the stage like a youth.
The youth nowadays don't know.
The Gen Z youth. Can I have this, sir? Can I confirm that, sir, please? Yeah, 274. Thank you. You have won for yourself a laptop. All the raffle draw winners, please come to the stage, please. And yeah, you can go, sir. The last but not the least, Mama Diaspora herself, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri. Oh, no, sorry, Miss Diaspora. Miss Diaspora Nigeria, sorry, man. Come on stage and pick a raffle draw, please. Okay, can we see your hands up, please? Okay, rolling well. Roll.
We're all winners in the room. That's right. Okay? But today's winner is 371. Should I pick again? Going once? 371.
Okay. Okay, she's going to pick another one.
Someone is very lucky today. 150.
Please give him a round of applause. All the raffle draw winners, please come on stage and take a picture with the Honorable Minister and Mama Diaspora. Please come on stage, all the raffle draw winners. Courtesy of Canvas Institute, you have won yourself a laptop. You are all winners, and I'm so happy that this is happening today. All the raffle draw winners, come on stage quickly. And as you are coming to the stage, I want to see you dance to the music. All the raffle draw winners, where are you? All the raffle draw winners, where are you?
I can picture this love that you my life. Oh, baby. Sweet Fanta Diallo, I know people forget you. Hey, Bezina,
I like to call on music, please. DJ, bring it down a little bit. I like to call on Caroline Oluwadari to come on stage quickly. 2 minutes. She wants to give a testimony of how she has been helped by ACO Group, who is the major sponsor of this segment. Ma? Caroline Oluwadari, please come on stage. You have just 2 minutes. Oh, first Tricon should get ready for the goodwill message, please. You have just 3 minutes.
Okay. Thank you everyone for having me. So standing on the existing protocol, I would like to acknowledge our mother, Honorable Abike Dabiri, and the entire Nigerian Diaspora Commission for giving me the opportunity to stand on this platform. I'd also like to appreciate the ACO Group PLC in partnership with Gamalil and Susan Onosode Foundation for providing me with the opportunity to attend this event in person. So today, I'd like to speak to the youth, especially the students, on the power of excellence. First of all, excellence starts with clarity of goal and purpose. As a young person, I resolved early on in life that I wanted to pursue education with all I've got in me. And that was because I identified education as the best ticket to a better life, because I was raised in an environment where there was a lot of poverty, unemployment, and general indifference towards education. And that was because the few that attended school then, they were struggling to get good jobs, but I wanted something better. I wanted to break cycles and rise above my circumstances. So I decided to give education my all. And thankfully, I had so much to share, but because of time, I would have to just cut it short. So when I got into secondary school, I decided to put all my best effort in my examination, especially my West African Senior School Certificate examination. And to the glory of God, I had 9 A1s in my WAEC examination in 2016. So that result paved way for several opportunities for me I got a fully funded scholarship for my undergraduate studies. I got numerous recognitions and awards. And it was at that point that I came in contact with Gamalil and Susan Onosode Foundation. The foundation was the first body that gave me an award of academic excellence following that result. In addition to that, GAMSU continued to follow up with my studies, even beyond my personal life. I won a mentor through GAMSU in the person of Mrs. Toyin Olarewaju. She kept in touch with me. At some point, GAMSU wanted to offer me a fully funded scholarship, which I had to turn down because by then I was already on another scholarship, courtesy of Hope for Women in Nigeria initiative. Despite that, GAMSU still kept in touch, and in my final year, GAMSU provided me with a brand new laptop to support my undergraduate project. Despite that, I kept at it. I graduated as the best student in the Department of Accounting, and I still did not stop. When I qualified as a chartered accountant in 2022, I emerged as the overall best qualifying candidate, and I won 4 other awards, making it 5 awards in that diet. And it hasn't stopped. I just want to encourage you all that despite your background, you should not let your surrounding limit you. You should always aspire to break limits. Today, I'm a consulting accountant with PwC, one of the big 4 accounting firms in the world. And I started from a small place. I started from Ikorodu. In fact, my first inspiration was because I came third in my BEC examination in Ikorodu constituency too. So that was my motivation. Thank you, everyone. I encourage you all to embrace excellence. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. We have to stop her. Hello, madam is calling you. We have to stop her because our time is running up. Ikorodu, okay. No, I just want to announce this. All the coordinators should see us. After this, we have the certificate of attendance for all the participants, signed by no other person than Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri-Erewa. Can you give her a round of applause, please? We have certificate of attendance for this event. All the coordinators should reach out to pick their certificate. Without wasting much time, there's still one more presentation we want to do. We have a lady in our midst. Okay. We have a lady in our midst who has been very fantastic in the last 4 years. She has been part of this. And every year she has not missed it. And Mama Diaspora has decided to honor her for coming this year with this laptop. And it's no other person. I call her a lady to confuse everybody. I invite on the stage our amazing young girl, Oreofe Sachs. Mama Diaspora has decided to honor you. You have been wonderful. You have been here for the past 4 years, attending this event, and this goes to you, courtesy of Canvas Institute. Mama Diaspora, play your sax for us, baby. Good. Plays the saxophone, and it's amazing. She's just 13 now, I think, and she's been performing at National Diaspora Day since she was 10. Oreofe Sachs, we appreciate you. You and your dad, you come all the way from Ibadan every year to be part of this program. Congratulations to you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, the dad is here too. Ma, you want to dance with her? Ifeoluwa, come on stage and present your paintings, please. Ifeoluwa, wherever you are, come on stage right now and present your paintings. Ifeoluwa, where are you? present your painting to Mama Diaspora. Come on stage, come on stage. That's our whole Oreo Pesach. Honorable Minister, oh wonderful. All our panelists, can you join us in dancing? Thank you very much. Thank you, Oreo Tax. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have to round up now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Bring it down, please. Thank you, thank you. You can now go back to your seat. Last but not the least, we want to call on the CEO of First Tricon Limited for a brief goodwill message, then we run this up. We have packed your food because we don't want to stress you going the other side to eat, so everybody can go home and rest. Because we have another event this evening, which is the grand finale of the National Diaspora Day and that National Diaspora Merit Award. We have done your part for the youth, and we will continue to do this. Thank you for coming. After this goodwill message, there will be the closing ceremony, closing prayer, then we all depart. Thank you. We have here with us our own dear brother and Oga Kwata Engineer Remi Olumuyiwa, First Tricon. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please permit me to stand on existing protocols, like they say. On behalf of the board and members of staff of First Tricon, we're a construction company based and working outside the shores of Nigeria. On behalf of our staff and members of the board and members of staff of First Tricon Limited in Sierra Leone, in Guinea, in Liberia, in Gambia, and of course also in East Africa, Uganda, we want to congratulate the leadership of NIDCOM and her team for this great initiative. And when we talk about the great thing, we're talking about the Nigerian Diaspora Day and the various initiatives that we've seen being undertaken by NIDCOM. It's a very commendable effort, and we thank you for this, madam. When you're in the diaspora, like we are, you'll understand the need for NIDCOM. The passion and the presence of mind with which NIDCOM attends to issues that concerns Nigerians in diaspora is unmatched. I think you clap for them. So we want to thank you, madam, for the support, as we have been a direct recipient of your support over the years. Thank you for all that you do, for fostering unity, for the help and the order you bring to Nigerians in the diaspora. Okay, what do we have to say about the youth, just for a minute? It was Adolf Hitler that said in one of his, I read, a book that was written on him. He says, "What luck for the rulers that men do not think." So what message do I have for the youth? It is thinking. We should engage, the youth should engage in what I call a focused thinking, good thinking. Why? Because good thinkers are always in demand. A person who knows how may find a job, but a person who knows why will always employ the persons who knows how. So good thinking helps you to go beyond the norm. Good thinkers solve problems. Their ideas is what build organizations. So you must strive to become a good thinker. You must strive to become a good thinker, because while good ideas rarely come to people, you go in search of it. Now, it was one wise man that says, he says, more gold has been mined from the thoughts of people than what has been mined from the earth. So your mind, your thoughts are important. So how do you become a better thinker? Number one, expose yourself to good input. Because garbage in is garbage out. Expose yourself to good input. Look for materials and things that will trigger your thinking process. Read books, review magazines, journals. Allow yourself, allow the ideas of successful people to rub off you. It was one in the book of Proverbs, it's written in the Bible, it says, iron sharpens iron. So try to sharpen yourself with the skills of other people. Now you must consciously also choose to think good thoughts all of the time. And then most of all, like we've heard from one of our speakers, you must act on your good thoughts. Without action, everything you think about is nothing. You must act. So how do we engage in focused thinking? For example, it was focused thinking, I believe, that got our president to where he is. He said he prepared for it. That's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said he prepared for this. That is focused thinking. I can also take an example from my life. We were going to go into a business which we didn't have the money for. And at a particular time, all I did was to have the equipment that I needed on this as a screensaver on my laptop. And I kept looking at it. 6 months down the line, money was available. I was able to go into that venture. So what you keep in front of you makes a lot of difference. It helps you to think right. It helps you, to do that which you want to do and you want to achieve. So thank you very much. You can change your life if you change the way you think. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Quickly, want to bring another talented young girl to the podium for just 2 minutes. Fatima Abubakar, she has what we call spoken word, right? 2 minutes.
Good day, Excellencies and distinguished guests, our amiable hosts, and the diaspora community. My name is Sova Faridat Bakari. I'm a student at the Knox 100 Naira a day charity secondary school, where for just 100 Naira a day, we get free books, free lunch, free sanitary pads for the girls, most importantly, action learning and skill-based education. Thank you to the chair of NIDCOM, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Erewa OON. Thanks for coming to our school. I can remember when you danced with us. Please come again. The title of my spoken word poetry is Resilience. I grew up on the streets, and here on the streets, we have dreams and aspirations, making innovations in Devil's Workshop, yeah. Yeah, hunger is the drive, and we only strive to survive. Here on the streets, education is the key. But what good is a key where there are no doors for the poor? We dream dreams because dreams are free, but reality has a fee. You need books. You need teachers to cook ideas that are off the hook. You need an unbreakable mindset that screams, yes, I can. You need a mind though enough to withstand the arts that come with the desire to win. Here on the streets, you need uniforms though enough to block Aaron's bullets or the poisonous corn on your neighbor's green. Each time you dare to try to fly without wind again and again, you need to come up with some realization that no amount of motivation can ever equal education. Thank you.
That's who we are in NIDCOM. We always keep the best for the last. Thank you, amazing Fatima Abubakar, for that spoken word. We appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you. Last but not the least, I call on my boss. We call him the engine room. Engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi, for the vote of thanks. You're welcome, sir. Put your hands together for Engineer Dr. Sule Yakubu Basi, the Secretary to Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The Honorable Minister of Youth, Comrade Olayende. I used to be a comrade also when I was a youth. Our chief sponsor, the Group Managing Director of ACO, the President of the Nigerian Academy of Engineers, Professor Bello, my boss and Chairman CEO, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Irewa, our diaspora champions from all over the world and those online, our youths from the 13 institutions that we invited here. My job here is very simple. This is the second NIDCOM youth segment of the Nigerian Diaspora Day Celebrations. We had one last year, and somewhere between last year and now, things happened that we were not so sure that the second edition will take place. But like we have heard from our panelists here, is that NIDCOM is a child of circumstance for the diaspora. It took us 10 years in the parliament to pass the bill establishing NIDCOM. It has also taken 7 years for us to reach this particular stage that we are. And as God will have it, a sponsor came up. And so we are here for the second edition of the NIDCOM Youth Summit. I want us to put our hands together for all those that have made it to happen. By the grace of God, my chairman has whispered to me to say that in 2026, we will have the third NIDCOM Youth Summit as part of the National Diaspora Day Celebrations, and it will be bigger and better. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for today. Thank you very much for a very wonderful and successful program. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that closing remark. On this note, we come to an end of the National Diaspora Day Celebration, the Youth Empowerment Summit 2025. We appreciate all the schools invited and all our dignitaries and all our diaspora champions. God bless you all. See you in 2026. Mama Diaspora will lead the entourage to the exhibition stand while we all move out. Thank you and God bless. See you in 2026. Thank you all. DJ, music, please. Music, please.